guys, it's me Fishman and welcome to another live stream of Genshin Impact, where we are going to do stuff. So there's a new update. To tell you the truth, I've been sick. I wasn't able to stream the events, all the events in the minigames on the end of the last update. So I've decided that I'm not a channel for Genshin Impact. I'm a channel for games. Although I love Genshin Impact a lot, I really enjoy the game still, even after 5 years, I think. I'm not going to stream any more Genshin Impact events. So I'm going to do the main story. It will be 2 videos. I'm going to do the roles, trying to get the new characters, as always, but I'm not going to stream events, stream side quests, so there will be a lot fewer Genshin Impact content on the channel. So mainly only at the beginning of an update I'll stream the main story, 1 or 2 videos if the story is long, and I'll show you what's new. Make some rolls, and yeah, we're done with Genshin Impact until the next update. So on this update, that said, we have again this thingy in which you can get a Stellar Fortune. I chose Mona because my Mona is going to be C6. I'm not sure if I'm going to let Mona still or if I'm going to change. I can't pick. So the choices are the same. I think I can't pick Hu Tao, she's already redeemed. Can't pick characters I don't have. Yeah, but probably going to pick Mona, so she will be C6, and I can get that thingy to level character to level 95. Okay, so we have the main story. If we do the main story in this update time, we'll get 500 Primo Gems. There's Durin story. I was thinking in also doing these stories, but after reading this and after seeing on the internet that after you do the first part you need to wait until the next day to do the second part, and so on, I've decided I'm not going to do this on a live stream for obvious reasons, because if I live stream 2 hours, I don't want to come here 5 days to stream 5 different parts, and I think they're about 20 minutes or something. So yeah, I'm not going to live stream this during Draco Rubeiro chapter. Not going to do any more stories. If any story seems interesting and if it appears all the story not divided in 5 calendar days, I might do it, but this one I won't do it for sure. We also have this quest, the Witch's Homework. We can go to a quest in Mondstadt. This is regarding the not the new characters, the witches characters. So this is all the team Durin here. I don't have a lot of these characters, so they're mainly the characters I don't have. I'm going to roll for Durin in this live stream, but yeah. But we can invite a character after completing the story. As you can see, I have all these characters at C6, so it's going to be a roll for me. We have the test run, which will be doing first thing before the rolls, to try out Durin, to try out Venti, because he's been changed a little bit. So I'm going to roll for Durin and I'm going to roll for Venti. Probably not going to roll all my wishes during a live stream. But yeah, and I hope I get Jehoda too. So we get Bennett, best 4-star character, and we get Faruzan. You have also new things for Wonderland. I haven't done a lot of Wonderland. I haven't done almost anything. So this is something I'm going to skip. That's a lot of time. More clothes, more things to roll, blah blah blah. We have a new boss, super heavy Land Rover mechanized fortress. And we have an Imaginarium Theater, which I haven't done yet. But yeah, this is a lot of primals. I'm going to do this before doing the second part of the main story, so I can have more primals, so I can roll more. But yeah, let's start. Let's start by doing the test run on the new characters, and by me telling you that there is a giveaway going on. You have a link down below. You can win 6 Steam keys. They are Hotel Renovator, Evan Doc, Let's School, Ever After Falls, Neo Cab, and Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town. So you have 16 keys, all of games that seem to be new and cozy. This is a New Year's giveaway, so I hope you can win the giveaway and have all these games to start the new year of 2026 in the best way possible. Okay? That said, let's start this thing. Durin is a pyro character capable of both off-field DPS and team support, depending on how his skills are used. He can either aid his party members or fill a more offensive role in battle. After doing his elemental skill, his normal attack elemental skill will be replaced with special alternatives. Tapping on the normal attack or element skill button in this circumstance will cause Durin to enter the denial of darkness or confirmation for 5 states respectively. Normal attack or elemental skill. Normal attack, denial of darkness, elemental skill, confirmation of purity. Okay. Tapping normal attack as described above puts Durin in denial of the state, while in this state Durin's elemental burst increases the damage dealt by vaporize, melt and reaction, while periodically linking power damage to a single nearby opponent. Tapping elemental skill as described above puts in confirmation purity, while in this state Durin's elemental burst can periodically deal damage to nearby opponents, and by triggering power relationalities you can also lower the power. Okay, so if we want him to be a sub DPS, we tap the attack. If we want him to be the main, we tap the elemental skill again. You can also low power withstand. Okay. I think I got it. After Durin uses elemental skill, his normal attack elemental skill will be replaced with special alternatives. Tapping the normal attack or elemental skill buttons this will cause okay. Already seen that. When confirmation of purity state, there's elemental burst will periodical damage. Confirmation of purity. That's the one with the elemental the ability twice. Additional, when the party includes at least 2 X-ray characters, the aforementioned elemental resistance reduction effect is further enhanced. Okay. While in the denial of darkness state, Durin's elemental burst is increased. The burst increases the damage dealt by vaporize and melt reactions, while periodically dealing pyro damage. Okay. Okay. If we have the X-ray characters, which is the magical characters, his abilities get stronger, basically. So I tap the attack button. Enter the the purity. Use elemental burst. Okay, the purity. Enter the denial of darkness. Okay, to do the ulti, I think we tap. I didn't understand the ulti very well.
moment of birth. For the burst force. Feel this ancient power.
Everybody stand back. Let's
Okay. I don't I didn't understand if the ultimate gets different things. I noticed that the ultimate looks different if we are in a different state. Okay, if we're in the purity or the bad one, whatever, the ultimate looks different. But I think the ultimate does the same thing, whether you are in one state or the other. The only thing that changes is the state itself. So the ultimate, I think it's better to use if you are in the purity mainly, and the other one is to use as sub DPS, I think. Well, this is a new character. I'm not sure. Google it. Okay, new Venti. Venti is an emo character with both on-field and off-field DPS capabilities. He becomes an X-ray character once which homework of the acting range is completed. Okay, they are not witches yet. Tapping on Venti's elemental skill summons a wind domain and deals animal damage to opponents. Holding down Venti's skill summons even bigger wind domain and allows Venti to ride the wind eye into the air. When Venti uses elemental burst, he creates a storm eye that sucks in opponents. When the party includes at least 2 upgrade, the storm eye is active. Venti normal attacks will transform into wind thunder arrows that pierce opponents, dealing even greater anim. Okay, that's cool. Tapping elemental skill summons the wind domain. Okay. Holding down Venti is even greater. Okay, we already read that. Venti's elemental skill, Storm Eye. Ooh, that pierces. Okay, that's cool. So we got a little boost. His elemental burst.
think you can get away.
Okay. That's all.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Turning point.
Have fun with this gift. Dare to mess with me. Time for takeoff. Here we go.
Damn, son. That's a lot of fajita. Okay, we have Jahora, the new 4-star character. So she's also a new character. I hope I can get her. I will probably get her because I'm going to roll for both characters. I don't have Venti also. I failed some of the older characters. I remember the first time I rolled in the normal banner using my Primo Gems in the normal banner, and then like on the first update I rolled on the normal banner, and that was a big mistake because I think I could have rolled for Venti and I could have got him on the first update ever. So yeah, Jahora is an emo character capable of both high frequency elemental damage and continuous healing. In battle, she can adapt to various elemental environments to deal different types of elemental damage. As the situation dictates, when Jahora uses her elemental skill, she enters the Shadow Pursuit state and charges at the target. Okay, while moving, she fills her purloined treasure flask based on elemental applied nearby ones. When the state's duration ends, she deals a single instance of damage to nearby opponents. Okay, when the purloined treasure flask is full, if the party moonsides along the ascendant gleam, Jahora will continue to consume elemental stored in the flask, previously to attack nearby opponents, dealing damage corresponding element. And Jahora uses elemental burst. She deals single instance of an ammo damage to nearby opponents, employs personal coordinate, which continues to restore HP. Okay, that's cool. The party goes to active character. Okay, if the party moonsight at least ascendant gleam, the robots will switch their attributes based on the elemental applied nearby. Okay. Dealing damage. Okay. When Jahora uses elemental skill, she enters. Oh, she runs. Shadow Pursuit. She doesn't deal damage while running. When Purloin Treasure Flask is full. Okay, he's dealing damage of the... Okay, she gathers elements while running, and then when you release, it deals elements. During the elemental burst, she deals single instead of damage to nearby opponents. Okay, she drops these two cats. Sister, okay. That restore HP, so she heals with her ulti. The nearby permanent silence and glimmer robots will switch. Dreadwood was a moment, but will they heal? I didn't understand if they heal or not.
You're my target. Let's move. Quick as a flash.
Close your eyes. To dust. The night comes. Be silent. To dust.
Did I use her ulti? I think so. Exit stage. Okay. We need to collect the reward. Okay, all the threat is done. So Bennett is an OG. Faruzan is also a cool character, I think. Not that special. Bennett is pretty good. So yeah, let's do some rolls. Patals. Let's roll for him. I'm not really. Let me see the history. Okay, four wishes, so 9. I don't think I will get it, and I'm not that confident. I think I will. Okay, we get Yahora. I think I will lose the 50-50 when I get it. Okay, we can get some more. Let's see if it's now them. Fingers crossed. Nope. Let's go all in. Exchange. Wish. Another Yahora. Okay. I think I have, what? 10 wishes. Let's go for this also. Oh, that means I can do one more roll. 10, 2 more rolls. What? Another Amos bow? Okay, that's nice. Wasn't expecting that. 4 more rolls. Let's do this, my man. That's it. It's going to be now. Nope. Okay, I've done like, I'm at 40 wishes, I think, something like that. And I think that his weapon is also pretty cool. But yeah, as a free-to-play player, I won't have enough to roll for everything. I would rather roll for Venti than for the weapon. So it's crit rate. Okay, it's cool when it's crit rate. I rather have crit rate than crit damage. Crit damage also very important, but crit rate is harder to get. So when a weapon is crit rate, that's always a good sign. Crit rate from elemental burst increased by 16, so the crit rate is increased when an elemental burst hits the opponent. Gain Blade of the Daylight aura effect. Increase 20%. Attack is increased by 20%. Nearby active party members other than equipping character have their attack increased by 16% for 3 seconds. So it increases 20% of his attack and 16 for the other characters. Additionally, when the party possesses X-Ray Secret Right, the effect of the Blade of the Daylight hours are increased by additional 75%. This effect can be triggered even when off field. So it's even better in X-Ray characters. So this can also be a good weapon for the what's his name? The one I don't have. Okay, let's do this. So we got a new weapon. Huh? So I have 3 Amos bow. Just to gain 3% now. I'd rather have three weapons than give it to 3% on the one I already have. Oh damn! This one. This one is more shiny. Okay. What else? Let's go to Yahora. Let's put her on the team. I really like her. She looks cool. Constellation, artifacts. Yeah, I don't even know how to build her. Activate. One more flask. Okay, it bounces. And talents. Let me see what she has here. Is the party. Okay. Dispatch an expedition, NOD-KRAI. Is reduced by 25%. Okay. When personal. Let's make a full on team from here.
Leave it to me.
No, she's winged. Sorry. Oh, she's on the team. Level up. Oops. Didn't want to level her all the way. I don't even know how to build her. Oh, I made a total of 15 wishes. Okay, I made 20 on the normal banner. I can win more Primus in here. I have to enhance artifacts. Okay. I'll do that until the next update. Let's see. Okay, I got her portrait. Right, yep. Training guide. What do you need? Weapon. I have this weapon. Okay. Our talents are a little low. level is good. Okay, let's go to Yahoda. Weapon. No data available. Festy keep. That's a no good. We need to do a. Let's see what I got for her. Well, she's a B character, so not very good. It's a medium. Okay, so for Von Warble. Oh no, let's see the Silken Moon Serenade. Custom recommended stats. Attack percentage, energy recharge, goblet, attack percentages, healing bonus. Healing bonus. Main, they say to let the main. Oh, I need to have something. Okay. Crit rate 55 damage. Yeah, crit damage a little bad. And what about this? Energy recharge. Really? Why is this locked? Crit damage, crit rate. Okay, let's hope that this goes for crit damage. HP, okay. Meh. Okay, I think that attack is the second best. Or the third worst, it depends how you see it. I really want on critical damage. Okay, at least it wasn't flat HP. Okay. Let's see. Artifacts, weapon. Oh shit. Okay, let's see the weapon. Weapon. Favonius Warbow. Sacrificial bow. That's a good. The stringless. Stringless not very good. Favonius Warbow is a good option, but I don't have. Maybe I need. Oh no, I have it here. Crit 7% generate small amount of. Okay, it's energy recharge. And this one is what? It's a recharge also. Oh, but it cooldowns the ability. Yeah, we don't want a cooldown. Okay, it's equipped. What? Switch. Okay. That is done. She's now a little cooler. Talents can upgrade. We can upgrade the talents. No, of course we can't. We have materials, but we don't have the level. Okay, let's do this this part of the event of the story. This takes a while.
You're all done. Time to head back for some Asher time.
What?
Thank you for waiting. I finished checking your adventurer handbook. Here are your commission rewards.
Thank you.
We have no other urgent commissions on the books at present. Thank you for all your hard work lately. Perhaps you two could consider taking a vacation.
Amazing! Paimon never thought we'd end up having downtime in NOD-KRAI. Things were pretty hectic when we first got here. Everywhere you looked, it was either the wild hunt causing chaos or the Vatui stirring up trouble. It felt like this whole region was one giant slime in a barrel, ready to go boom at any moment.
We really have achieved a lot since we've been here, haven't we? The traveling Paimon strike again.
That's right. Another win for Tibet's top duo.
Ah, yes. Are you two aware that the Moon Prayer Night is soon to take place?
Yeah.
What the hell is even
Mama
that?
told us that was coming up soon.
Oh, there's an event coming up also in the next few days,
Do people in
which I
Nocturne
won't be doing,
celebrate it
of course.
too? Paimon thought it was just for moon goddess worshippers.
You're partially right. Most people in Asha Town just see the festival as an opportunity to do business. They do not concern themselves with the religious element. The festival was first celebrated by the Frost Moon Scions. On this day, they would wear moon prayer blossoms and celebrate the birth of the moon goddess through song and dance. They would also prepare food and handicrafts and give them as gifts to others. Over time, it became NOD-KRAI's most lively festival.
Oh, sounds like fun.
I'm definitely up for it.
Great. Well, in the meantime, since Catherine doesn't have any commissions for us, let's focus on some personal business instead. When we first got here, you mentioned that this was where your spaceship landed? We didn't get to follow up on it at the time because we got wrapped up in that whole rare situation, but now we can finally start investigating it properly.
Except we have no idea where to start.
Well, there's a saying Paimon's heard around these parts, which goes, if you lift up a rock, you'll find something you weren't looking for. By that logic, you'll never find what you're looking for while you're searching, but the moment you stop looking, it'll jump right out at you.
I'm not sure it's as simple as that.
Could be worth a try though, right? Anyway, Paimon suggests we focus on other stuff we want to do for now, and just keep an ear out for spaceship-related intel as we go.
We haven't seen Columbina in a while. She used a huge amount of power in the final battle against Renrir, and has been much weaker since then. I really thought that Renrir was going to be a weekly boss. I don't know if I can do anything to genuinely help her, but surely a little chat can do no harm. One other thing concerned, we've seen no trace of the doctor so far.
What's wrong? He looks super serious all of a sudden.
I was just thinking about Columbina and the doctor.
Huh? Paimon gets why you'd be concerned about Columbina, but what does the doctor have to do with anything?
We learned back in NATAL that he's been investigating the moon, but he's been suspicious absent so far. Meh.
Oh, that's true. And now that you mention it, we're definitely overdue for a showdown with the Vatui. It is weird that he hasn't shown himself this whole time. What could he be up to?
Engrossed in one of his experiments, perhaps? Either way, he's currently enacting is a good thing.
True.
Is it?
Paimon would much rather deal with Marionette anyway. She says the meanest things, but when it comes down to it, she doesn't seem like a bad person. Maybe
Yeah.
it's the pressure of being a Fatus? Especially as a Harbinger. Does she feel like she's gotta act tough to keep up appearances or something?
Maybe?
But then, every time we headed out with Renrir, she always wound up having to repair Polonia and her other robots. That's gotta sting. Losing face always hurts more for people who care a lot about their image. She's probably still furious about it.
Paimon, I have the feeling she might have heard that.
What?
She's behind you.
Relax! She's not even here! Huh?
What's the matter?
Oh,
Yeah, she did the Catherine robots,
sorry.
right?
We'll be on our way now. Where are we again? Oh yeah, Columbina? Right, yeah. Let's go see Columbina.
Act 5. So we're going to do the Act 5 now, and there's an Act 5 and Act 6. The 6 we'll do in another live stream. They're about 2 hours something. It's a good length, I think. Where should... No. I want to do this one. Let's run for it. Wanted to grab all the balls.
Hey, she's sitting up!
Is me sitting here a rare sight?
No, we just thought you'd be resting.
Ooh,
Perhaps
voice
I would have
lines.
been, were it not for the sudden arrival of some unexpected guests. Not that I consider it a disturbance. After all, you are the only ones who are free to enter. Would it not be a little unfriendly of me to lie down while we speak?
I didn't realize you put so much thought into little things like that.
Only sometimes. There have been moments lately where I think about you and your companions. They are warm, mysterious, and cozy memories. Very few of my past memories are anything like that. They say that travelers return home bearing bags full of souvenirs. But my luggage was empty, and I believed it would stay that way.
Return home? So, you're still planning on returning to the moon?
Yes. This planet continues to reject me, reminding me that I do not belong here. If I remain in Teyvat, there will come a day that I disintegrate. And I don't mean reduced to dust, or turned into food for the flowers. I mean, I will cease to exist entirely.
Isn't that
Alright then.
what's supposed to happen after a
We're
person
sure gonna
dies?
miss you, but it sounds like we'll have to say goodbye.
How do you intend to return?
The Moon Prayer Night is soon to arrive. On that day, the moon will be closest to Teyvat. The Kuvaki in this land will reach its peak at that time. I merely need to grasp the tide, and with relatively little effort.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It'll work like a slingshot!
You make it sound like she's gonna get blasted up to the moon.
If I did that, I suspect I would crash into the false sky. I will be using a much gentler approach. But I do like the analogy. It's fun.
You see? She gets Paimon's sense of humor.
In the blink of an eye, the time has come to part ways.
It does feel that way, doesn't it? Time seems to fly fastest when you are enjoying it. I have always thought of myself as a wanderer on this earth, and it has never expressed any desire to keep me here. Yet, just as I plan to depart, it tugs at my arm. Is this a gesture of affection? Or is the world mocking me?
Oh. Were you hoping I can answer that?
Yes, you are a traveler, so you must have a lot of experience in this area.
Then, what I would say is, enjoy the moment.
That's right! Don't overthink it! Happiness is happiness, and joy is
A
joy!
penis is a
The
penis.
point is to enjoy it, not analyze it!
I see. Then what I would say is, even though I am very tired right now, I am still happy.
I can't tell from the tone of your voice.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're very
really?
monotone.
You don't think I sound happy?
I'm just kidding. I could tell you were in a good mood today from the moment we saw you.
Ah, a joke. Albeit not a funny one. Anyway, I assume you're here about you-know-what. Give me your hand.
Actually, it's not that. There's something else we wanted to discuss with you.
Oh. Then, do you still want to give me your hand? Or not?
Sure. Thank you. So, I've heard that in the Moon Prayer Nights of the past, people here would hold celebrations in the Moon Goddess's honor. Since you helped so much in our fight against the Reihir of Solnari, I think you deserve a farewell party before you return home. I haven't asked everyone else for their opinions on this yet, but I'd like to invite you to join the upcoming Moon Prayer Night.
I've never joined a Moon Prayer Night before. I'm not sure what I would even do.
Oh, don't worry about that. We take care of everything. All you need to do is show up. Of course, there's no need to force it if you're not feeling strong enough. It's just, this kind of felt like a golden opportunity.
But they call me Kutar, and the Fatui have an arrest warrant out for me. I shouldn't appear in public right now.
Yeah, there will definitely be complications.
I'll
but
make it work. You have my word.
Yeah, we got your back. Well, she does. Paimon's actually not too sure what she's planning.
All right, if you're sure. I will not refuse your invitation. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to pack a few more sights from this world into my suitcase before finally learning what my homeland looks like. Oh, if you see Lauma, please tell her that my answer to the question she asked me is neither yes nor no. Rather, it is, there is no need.
That was kind of cryptic, but sure. Guess it's between the two of you. We'll pass along the message. Bye for now.
And also, I do not know.
What is the question? I don't know also. I do not know. Don't recall. What?
Since she's agreed to join the festival, let's go see who else wants to take part. Lauma's gotta be the person most familiar with the Moon Prayer Night. We should start with her. Also, what exactly is your plan to keep her safe?
Not
It's a
sure yet.
surprise.
I'll figure something out.
What? Are you serious?
Wasn't she supposed to run?
Her full of confidence back there. When did you become so sneaky? Smash and grab.
No, we need the map. Oops.
You're my target. Hey, Llama, it's us. Huh? Barca? What are you doing here?
Ganda vodka.
Beats me. I had a bit too much to
I'm
drink
curious
last
about
night.
seeing
When I
how
woke up, I
Varka
was on Heasy Island.
works, his abilities.
Mr. Varka is helping to oversee Nasha Town's preparations for Moon Prayer Night. He is here to go over some details regarding the decorations and custom cloth designs.
Right, yeah, that too.
Yeah,
That too.
giggity giggity. So, preparations already underway?
Yes, celebrating this festival is a long-held tradition here in NOD-KRAI. On this day, the crescent moon at the top branches of the verdant crest turns into a full moon, and the moon prayer blossoms bloom with a special radiance. Our people take these to be blessed omens.
It's an especially welcome event coming off the back of all that nasty business with Rare. Everyone got put through the ringer recently, and now they're looking to turn their fortunes around. The big shots in town all agree that a big, lively celebration is just what we need to rebuild people's faith in this place.
No wonder Catherine said the people weren't so bothered about the religious element.
That's right. It's become more of a local custom by this point. The celebrations have little to do with whether the religious stories behind this event are true or not. Even the Frost Moon Scions are eagerly awaiting the coming of Moon Prayer Night, despite now knowing that their past beliefs were founded on a falsehood.
That's fair. It's a bit like the lantern ride in Liyue. It's a chance for people to enjoy themselves, not debate the existence of the Adepti.
Although, in their case, the Adepti definitely do exist. We've met plenty of them in our time.
Oh, one other thing. We just went to see Columbina. We went ahead and invited her to take part in the festival this time.
Oh
Hope
no!
that's okay.
Wait, so... you mean she agreed to it? Huh. That's quite a surprise.
Then I suppose that she intends to return to the moon on that day.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of a complicated process, but basically, it's like a slingshot.
She probably should have endorsed shouldn't have endorsed your metaphor.
I understand. In truth, I had a feeling that she might make such a decision. Well, if Kutar has decided to participate in the festival, we should prepare accordingly.
Yeah, exactly. She was saying how it could be risky for her to show her face in public. We were wondering if there was any way we could hide her.
Unfortunately, the people who carved the statues did an excellent job of capturing her likeness. It will be very challenging to hide a goddess whose face everyone is so familiar with.
Darn! We may have bitten off more than we can chew here.
Nah, don't sweat the small stuff. We can handle that.
Huh? Are you saying you have a plan?
Not as such, no, but the most important thing with a festival is to keep the mood light and your spirits up. You can't go preparing for a festival with those long faces. You'll never convince anyone to enjoy themselves.
The Monstetter spirit is strong with this one.
As it happens, I agree with Mr. Varka. Let's start by making our appreciation for Kutar the beating heart of the festive atmosphere. And who knows, once we get the ball rolling, perhaps everything will just fall into place.
Hey! Did you catch that? Llama said the thing! Or close enough at least.
I'm looking forward to the Moon Prayer Night already. We have a festival in Mondstadt called Windbloom, and you can always tell which couples are celebrating it for their first time by the smiles on their faces. Big, beaming smiles like their whole face is glowing. And I have a feeling we'll get to see that same smile on the Moon Goddess's face at this festival.
Not quite the same, surely.
Anyway, I'll take care of business in the city, but I'll have to leave the decor up to you and the Frost Moon Scions. No one else can capture that traditional aesthetic quite like you guys.
Thank
But
you.
lastly, there's the final key element that brings the festival to life. Companionship.
We'll take care of that part.
Before you leave, let me show you something that we've been preparing. Mr.
Ooh, a
Varka had asked to
surprise.
see it already, so you may as well tag along. Also, I have some further questions about Kutar's decision.
Okay. Some drums.
Huh? What's this? They sure look like they're having fun.
I believe so. Kuhenki seem very skilled at playing drums like these, although I'm not sure where they learned it from.
Maybe it's an innate talent? In their eyes, they're probably just playing with toys.
Maybe not.
Wanatar! You wanna play too?
Guess not.
Yeah. She looks more confused than anything.
Maybe we can teach her next time if we get the chance.
Now's the time.
What are these floaty things?
Moon veils. We hang them from buildings in the city during the festival.
Like
When you
spider
look at
waves.
the sky through them, it creates a lovely misty effect.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Everyone seems hard at work.
They're preparing items for Moon Prayer Night. For instance, the sculpture being made over here, Mr. Varka and I were just finalizing the details of where it will be placed.
Ah, there she is. I didn't know the finished article would be so large. Not to worry, though. All the necessary arrangements have been made. Just let me know once it's ready, and I'll get some people to ship it over.
You have my thanks. And over here, we are preparing a very traditional confection.
Oh, look at all these colors! It looks great! Can Paimon try one?
Of course. I have a feeling you'll like it a lot.
You bet! Sweets and treats are Paimon's favorite!
If you included those in the Feast of the Moon, I bet Paimon would have joined the Frost Moon Scions by now.
There will also be verdant crests like this present in Nasha Town during the festival.
Nasha
The
Town.
timing of Moon Prayer Night is not completely set in advance. We make a rough estimate, then observe the changes in the verdant crests and Moon Prayer blossoms to guide us. As such, the Wade itself is a fun feature of this particular festival. Let's talk here. To tell the truth, I am very surprised to hear that Kutar is willing to participate in the festival. I once asked her if she'd be willing to stay with the Frost Moon Scions. I could introduce her to everyone, and we could be a family to one another. She did not answer, but she has not appeared here since. I took this to mean her answer was no, but if that were the case, she would not have accepted this invitation.
Think of Esther, she asked us to pass along a message. There is no need.
Ah,
Oops.
I see. Maybe she is right. Maybe the Frost Moon Scions of today no longer need a moon goddess. But my wish was not for her to come here and be worshipped as a deity. I simply wanted to offer her a place to stay. I'm sure she believes that showing herself here might invite Fatui intervention, and as such she does not wish to cause us trouble. But what really pains me about all this is that this is her birthplace. She ought to belong here, Yet no one has been able to grant her shelter.
I think I'm qualified to weigh in here. When someone's about to depart on a long trip, what they need is blessings, not burdens. We should wish her the best, not make the journey harder than it already is. Anyway, she's agreed to attend, hasn't she? All we need to do is simply respect her decision.
I see your point. Yes, she will soon depart after all.
Our job is to leave her with some happy memories. Besides, who's to say her journey to the moon is a one-way trip? It's not like she can't come back and visit if she wants, right?
Paimon agrees wholeheartedly. Festivals are all about having fun, so let's keep it simple.
All right, I'm gonna head back to Nausea Town soon. Want to come with? I'm guessing you have some other folks to visit there.
Sure thing, let's go.
Bye.
Wilma.
Thank you all. Goodbye.
I'm putting my hand on my boobs. Travel needs blessings, not burdens. It sounds good in principle, but will blessing alone be enough for Columbina? Where do you need to go? 900 meters, 1 kilometer. 20 minutes walking. Ooh.
Huh? Hey, over there! It's Durin and Albedo with twins! What could they be chatting about?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Ah, Grandmaster, and the Traveler and Paimon.
Hello there. It's been a while. Perfect. We have some new volunteers for our investigation.
Sorry, what investigation?
Wait, let me guess. The righteous Lightkeepers are finally ready to hunt down the Abyssal Dragon?
Yes, that too.
Yeah, right! Oh, wait! Why does everyone keep saying that too?
Well, to be precise, the facts match, but not the causality.
Wait, so I guessed right?
Half right. Don't act so impressed with yourself.
Maybe I can explain. We ran into Mr. Flint's north of Nausea Town. At that time, we just noticed a few abyssal creatures out in the wild, but the strange thing was, I didn't detect any traces of abyssal energy on them at all. On closer inspection, we realized that they were not real monsters, but something akin to reflections in the water, or perhaps a mirage.
Huh?
It's strange.
What do you mean? Like, you could see them but not touch them?
Exactly. It was very peculiar. They roared and tried to attack us, but we could not make any physical contact with them.
I think I've heard of things like that happening in NOD-KRAI before, but I don't know much about it.
Yes, it's a known phenomenon. Mirage-like illusions tend to appear in NOD-KRAI in the run-up
They're
to Moon
ghosts.
Night. From a distance, they appear quite real. I myself thought that Misters Durin and Albedo were locked in battle with abyssal monsters when I first arrived. But after sharing intel and investigating a little further, we can confirm that these illusions are harmless. There is no great cause for concern.
I see. I'm glad that they weren't real.
All the Mirage stories I've heard are either animals, rocks, or small houses. Abyssal monsters, though? That's a first.
It's a first for me, too. So I'm planning to look into it further just to be on the safe side. I intend to inspect a few more locations.
What about you two? Any plans?
Alice contacted me a few days ago.
Ooh,
She'd
Alice.
like me and Durin to assist her with an experiment. But we lost contact shortly after receiving the message. I'm sure that comes as no surprise to anyone familiar with her.
We don't know when the wind will blow. Yet when the wind blows, we will know. That, in a nutshell, describes how Alice operates.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay. Well, I suggest we investigate this Mirage business in the meantime. It's piqued my curiosity, and I'm pretty sure I know someone who will already be 10 steps ahead of us.
Well said.
Right? Whatever's happening in NOD-KRAI, she always seems to be the first one to know. Let's go see what she knows. We can invite her and her staff to the festival while we're at it.
You're right, I have noticed. There's certainly something a little fishy about this situation.
Fishy.
Only a little, though. Records indicate that this phenomenon can occur in the days before and following Moon Prayer Night. That said, it has always been a rare sight in the past. The odds of encountering these phantoms are similar to looking up in the night sky, happening to see a shooting star, and managing to make a wish before it disappears. But this time, either everyone's getting lucky, or they're appearing far more frequently than usual. Yehoda's out gathering intel as we speak. In the meantime, let me check off some points of interest. First, the Abyss.
The ones we saw seem to be abyssal monsters.
Indeed. But we have identified one location where many more of them have made an appearance. And not just monsters, but human phantoms too. Given the scale and nature of the phantoms, it's almost as if someone's last memories are coming to life. Or perhaps the memories of multiple people.
Oh.
So you mean the phantom monsters are hunting down the phantom humans?
Exactly. The phantoms can interact with each other, but we have no means of intervening. In addition, some of the human phantoms would seem to be from the very distant past. This is clear both from the clothing they wear and the stories they tell. They claim to be from Hyperborea, a name which I've heard from Lauma before. If this is true, it means they must be from 6,000 years ago.
Is it my brother?
Did Paimon hear that right? 6,000 years?
It sounds like this merits further exploration.
That'd be a big help. I'll leave it with you, Albedo. My knowledge of ancient history is non-existent. I used to doze off every time the pre-Knights of Favonius era came up in class.
It's quite a miracle that you were able to understand these phantoms' speech, given how long ago they lived.
I suppose you're right. But I'll leave the archaeologists to ruminate over that conundrum. As an intelligence broker, my sole interest is in the value of the information I gather. Which, in this case, hopefully means earning myself some good favor with our dear Lady Moonchanter.
So calculating. Whew, this intel broker logic always catches Paimon by surprise.
Sounds to me like we could split the work up.
I think the abyssal phenomenon is best left to Albedo, Flint's, and me.
Agreed. It coincides with my duty as a lightkeeper.
For my part, I'd like to understand the abyss better. Even a little knowledge would go a long way.
This is certainly a rare opportunity to study the abyss. But even rarer, perhaps, is the chance to make contact with the ancients.
The Curatorium will take the lead on investigating the Hyperboreans. We put in the work to learn what we know so far. It seems only fair that we get some quantity of exclusive intel.
That just leaves our trusty team of 2 unassigned.
Seems like it, yeah. Wait, we're a team since when?
Since you became an honorary knight, of course. This was part of my grand plan all along.
Oh yeah, by the way, we managed to convince Columbina to come to the Moon Prayer Night celebrations. Would you and Yehoda like to join too?
She agreed to that? Huh. Quite an achievement. Never underestimate the traveler, I guess.
Yep.
I'd be happy to join. No point shutting myself inside when the streets are all decked out. I doubt any clients will be visiting during the festival in any case. And Yehoda loves a party, so I'm sure she'll jump at the opportunity.
No. 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 No.
Way to contradict me in front of...
Wait. No, that's not what I have bad news, boss. So many people. All right, everyone inside. Quick.
Isn't that supposed to be a secret? To tell the bad news to everyone?
This sound crazy, but hear me out. I saw one of those phantoms at Star Sand Shoal, and it was...
Maybe the stars are ghosts
sort
too.
of flying ship. Like a spaceship?
A spaceship at Star Sand Shoal? So the ghosts are like visions from the past, and she saw her spaceship.
That's gotta be the one you came to defend.
That's why everybody's seeing a lot of stars, because they are appearing.
Right?
All the stars that appeared in the previous years, probably.
You
That's it.
already know about it? I thought I was gonna blow people's minds. Turns out I'm the last to find out. Wait, back up. You came here in a spaceship? Now my mind is blown. What's it like on the inside? Was it like flying through space? I want to know everything.
Maybe that's a conversation for next time. This is still a huge discovery part.
Yep, exactly. Huge discovery. You're the best. Second best intel broker in the world. After your boss, of course. Wow. Really? Well, I don't know if I'm all that, but...
I guess that decides where we're heading next. Come on, don't look at me like that. I know the spaceship doesn't have anything to do with me, but you don't want to leave me as the only one twiddling my thumbs, do you? Please?
Fair enough. You can tag along.
In that case, let's meet back here to discuss our findings once we're done.
I wish everyone a productive investigation.
You too. What's up, boss? Aren't we gonna head out?
Tell me, Yehoda, when did the Curatorium start giving out intel for free?
Oh.
See?
Sorry, boss.
I told you she was doing bad. Okay. Where to? Up here. Oh, this is where we saw the starship. So there's a cave here. This we saw an image. Yeah. That's it. I saw a post on the last update. Because of the story, we saw a photograph and the starship on a tunnel, and this was the tunnel, so this is the correct place.
Well, what do you know? Yehoda was right on the money.
It's my ship.
Really is your spaceship, but that's so weird. Why would it show up here? Is it some kind of projection or a ghost?
Yep.
Like maybe
Both.
it no longer exists. Somehow, it left an after-image?
I'm not sure either.
Ah, you're already here.
Miss Lauma, what a surprise. I thought you were busy with festival preparations.
I was, until one of our people informed me that a strange sight had appeared at Star Sand Shoal. No one's ever seen something quite like this before.
So where's the original ship?
Same here. Oh, so we heard that these things appear around the festival period. Any idea why that is?
Unfortunately not. We have very limited information about them, since they can't be interacted with. And no human phantoms have ever made an appearance before now. The most we've been able to deduce is that these sightings appear to be connected to the increase in Kuvaki energy around this time.
Let's look around and see what we can find.
Seems like that's all we can do. This is all so confusing.
Allow me to lend you a hand.
So many people here.
Everyone, our friend here should be able to provide us with some information.
Is that a phantom Rhymehorn deer?
I've heard about how the Frost Moon Scions live in harmony with the animals and can even communicate with them. That's coming in handy now, for sure.
Okay. Yes, I understand. Then how about this?
Is he speaking with the ghost deer?
Oh, it's leaving.
It appears to share our curiosity about this giant spaceship, so I asked it if it wouldn't mind investigating along with some friends. In return, I told it about some nearby spots where the wild fruit grows abundantly. We may live in a different era from these phantoms, but I trust that the terrain, climate, and ecology here are more resistant to the effects of time than some things are. Let's give them a moment and hope for the best.
After a few moments, a Rhymehorn deer and its companions.
All back together? Must have been a lot of fruit.
Indeed. Now let me ask them some questions. It did find a lot of wild fruit, enough for them to feast for a long while. This puffin circled in the air several times, but didn't spot anything out of the ordinary. Certainly nothing to do with the spaceship.
Huh. Well, it definitely makes sense to get a bird's eye view.
Indeed. Other than that, I was also thinking that the world these phantoms see is also different from ours.
Oh, I get what you mean. The wild fruit exist in both times and spaces, but there might also be things that only exist in that space-time, which we can't see.
Because we don't see their whole world, we only see small fragments.
Good point. Great thinking, Lauma.
Blunthorn rhinos can use Kuvaki to shift great rocks, but this one says it couldn't get that ship to budge by even an inch. The sniffer mole tried too, but despite being a skilled digger, it could not get through. They say that the spaceship looks robust and undamaged. It seems completely impervious to any and all attacks. Whatever lies within is well defended from harm.
So, just like us humans, there was nothing they could do about this spaceship either.
Yes. Still, they deserve our thanks. We are grateful for all your efforts, dear friends. Now go, and enjoy your feast.
Shoot! Sergey! Run along.
I've noticed some other human phantoms gathered nearby. Come on, let's go talk to them.
That's strange that we can talk with the phantoms. They should just be like remnants from the past. How can we interact with them? Ketu and Kelo.
What is this thing?
Kielo.
I've never seen it move, and there's no way to get inside.
Goodness knows. My grandpa says it's been sitting here at least since his grandpa was still alive.
What about his grandpa? Did he say anything to your grandpa's grandpa about it?
Huh? I don't know. In all likelihood, it was here back then too. Hard to imagine something this huge could move.
Guess that means that as far as they're concerned,
6,000 years
been
ago
around a
they
long
spoke
time.
fluent language. It should be different, right?
Come on, brothers. If we can get even a small chunk off of this thing, it's gotta be worth a fortune. Today is the day we strike it rich.
Huh? You mean Paimon?
Yes, brother, I shall join you. Let's make our fortune.
We should go with them.
What the? This thing is crazy tough. I can't even scratch it. What's it made of?
Sorry, brother. Looks like we'll have to seek our fortunes elsewhere.
Enjoying yourself?
I was just seeing if I could influence this phantom's perception by playing. But nope, no dice. I'm sure we're all starting to build up an idea of what's going on here now that we've spoken to some of the people. These phantoms are reenacting real historical events in NOD-KRAI. It's almost like we're in some kind of interactive stage play. We can talk to the actors, but the plot is fixed, and we can't influence it.
Yep.
It makes sense.
Okay.
History
That way
is
it makes
set in
more
stone.
sense.
The objective facts of the past cannot be changed.
Paimon totally thought you were just goofing around earlier. But actually, you were doing some serious investigating.
Yeah, it's not like
Of course I was.
the big boss.
Anyway, at this point, I think we're forced to conclude that although the Phantom spaceship is right there in front of us, we aren't going to learn much about it from these people.
If only this showed the moment when my brother was searching for me, maybe then I could have discovered why he wasn't in the spaceship. Or if it showed the moment when it disappeared, might find out who was piloting it and where they were headed. But no such luck. All we've seen is another moment in time during its long stay here.
Don't be discouraged. If nothing else, this is proof of the ship's existence. And think about it. So many people tried to hack their way inside, but no one could get the door open. It's made of very tough material. To me, that says that we'll either find the ship itself or the story behind it. It's just a matter of time.
Thanks, Varka.
Huh. Every now and then, when Varka gets serious, he actually does seem like Grandmaster material for once.
I wonder how the others are doing. Let's head back for now.
Sounds good. Also, drinks are on me if Team Knights of Favonius is the first to finish.
Wait, we have a team name now?
Am I in Team Knights of Favonius as well?
You're very welcome to join. We've even got a cathedral ready for you.
Isn't that technically blasphemy? You wouldn't dare make a joke like that if Barbados was in earshot.
Nah, I'm sure Barbados doesn't mind a little harmless blasphemy once in a while.
Oh, no! Get away! Oh.
I know it's hard to stomach, Mr. Durin. But as I'm sure you've noticed, there is nothing we can do to intervene in that which unfolds before us.
But we have to at least try.
Nope, we don't.
And try you have. But are you aware of how many unsuccessful attempts you've made now?
I wasn't keeping count.
I'm afraid this is the 39th failure so far. Or the 5th if we're only counting this particular victim. There are no indications that these phantoms may be altered in any way.
You seem to have calmed down a little. I'll make us a fire. You should rest and have some water. Feeling any better now, Mr. Durin?
May I ask a few questions?
Be my guest.
What exactly are we witnessing here? What happened to those people?
My guess would be that we are seeing NOD-KRAI during the Conrian Cataclysm. Would that be accurate?
Conria.
That is correct. As you know, once the Abyss senses even the tiniest crack, it floods in and spreads like wildfire. There was a time in the distant past when it permeated all of NOD-KRAI, causing immeasurable harm. The people paid a terrible price to heal this land. Then, 500 years ago, the whole of Teyvat suffered an abyssal disaster. Once more, NOD-KRAI was dealt a devastating blow.
I see.
In the face of the abyssal onslaught, all were like grains of sand tossed around by a tidal wave. Be they human, fae, or god. The moment you witnessed is but one drop in a whole ocean of catastrophe.
All right. I guess that answers my second question, too. I wanted to know why there's nothing I could do to help them, and that's because what we are seeing is history.
That would be my guess as well.
As I understand it, history and fate are not all that dissimilar. The latter may be unseen to us, but both are immutable.
Yes. Fate was determined long, long ago.
I still have a couple of other questions for you, Mr. Flint's. You mentioned more than one abyssal disaster that has struck this land in the past. How can you be sure that what we're seeing is from the Conrian incident? And also, how are you able to stay so calm when you're talking about these events? From everything I know about you, you're not cold or ruthless, and you're not indifferent to the suffering of others.
Alas, I am forced to show my age. I must be 600 or 700 years old by human measure.
Wait, so you...
One is not easily moved by history when one has witnessed the truth firsthand.
I'm sorry.
You needn't apologize. Your passion is a good thing to have. Treasure it, because someday you may find it in terribly short supply. Now, at the risk of offending you, I have a question in return. Your curiosity toward the Abyss, is it born from hatred or because you sense its call? I only ask because I kept a fragment of Rerir's body in my lantern for a short time. Specifically, his heart. So I know what a burden it can be to carry the Abyss with you. And I hear its power growling from somewhere within you. In my eyes, your mere existence is a miracle.
My honest answer is... I don't know. I don't think I have the confidence to say for certain. What I will say is the Abyss is not the only issue that haunts me. Even before I became who I am today, the question dogged me constantly. Should I even exist at all? My doubts remain unresolved. But when we fought Rerir, something became a little clearer to me. Sometimes it is the darkness within us that allows us to achieve the impossible.
I certainly got the sense from your 39 attempts that you were trying to achieve the impossible. It sounds like you've resolved to see the truth for yourself.
Absolutely. In that sense, he and I are quite similar.
You're
Then
real
I wish you
similar.
every success. I look forward to the day of your transcension. Well, if everyone's caught their breath, I suppose we should head back. Oh, and one last thing. I'd appreciate if you kept our discussion about history a secret.
Incredibly, our separate investigations led us all to the same conclusion. Hooray for consensus!
Yeah, but we barely learned anything though. I totally thought this would be the mother lode. Talking with the ancients? I mean, come on! But nope. All we got was useless snippets of conversation. And all this stuff about moons and hyperopia. What a load of baloney. Seems like people back then had a few screws loose.
I understand your frustration. We found the same issue. Each phantom only showed a very brief moment in time. There isn't much value to be found in these miscellaneous fragments of a civilization's history, no matter how glorious it may have been.
If there's a silver lining, it's that these phantoms are harmless to the present reality. They shouldn't get in the way of the festivities.
Paimon agrees. And not just because it's the first thing she understood in this whole conversation.
You look disappointed, Nefer. Is something the matter?
What do you think? We all worked our tails off, but the only one to gain anything from it was you, Lady Moonjanter.
Well, please do share the Hyperborean records with me. I will gladly inscribe them in our people's documents.
Oh, duh! Yeah! That was it! Hyperborea! Hyperborea.
It's Yggdrasil,
I'm serious.
the tree of life.
Only an expert in the Frostmoon Scions and their history can turn these records into valuable research material. The alternative is to let them gather dust on the Curatorium's storage shelves until the pages turn yellow. Nefer, you're wise enough to know that cooperating and sharing the profits is the best course of action here.
Well, that goes without saying. Sure, let's do that.
Huh? But didn't you say we aren't supposed to give out intel for free? Sorry. Shutting up. Shutting up. Now is not a good time to push Nefer's buttons.
Anyway, back to Moon Prayer Night. I'm thinking that we should prepare something a little special, aside from the usual decorations and so on.
You mean a parting gift?
Can't go wrong with food. Although, does food go bad on the moon?
Perhaps a lantern would be
Probably.
a better choice. It might be dark up there.
It could prove difficult to light a lantern on the moon. Magical stones might serve that purpose better.
What about a clockwork mecha model from Fontaine? I've got a whole bunch at home. I use them for fighting practice in my free time.
None of these sound like things she would be even remotely interested in. But we don't interact with her enough to know what she likes.
Yeah. It would really save us the guesswork if someone could find out what she's into.
Wait, what the? Traveler? They're all looking at you.
Okay, I got it. I'll find a chance to ask her.
Great! Haha, problem solved. Now, I need to stop by Dory's. Gonna need her help sourcing a bunch of stuff for the festival.
Then let's leave it there for now. We all have our own business to attend to. Traveler, if you find out what Kutar likes, let us know right away.
Okay, gotcha.
Is something the matter?
That's my line, Doreen. You seem a little down.
I'm fine. It's just... I'm still feeling a little rattled after witnessing the horrors of the Abyss. But it's okay. This is something I have to work through. I'll be alright. Thanks for your concern.
Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself. If you ever feel like something's wrong, physically or mentally, we're here to talk.
Don't forget, I'm a member of the Knights of Avonis. You can always rely on me.
Come on! Stop treating me like a kid.
Okay. to go speak with Columbina.
Columbina, we're back! Huh? She's not here.
Yeah, I can't sense her presence
Were
at all.
there a few Kuhenki here last time too? Where did they all go?
They left too. Maybe she took them out for a walk.
Walkies? For Kuhenki? You're not pets, you know.
Yeah, but they might like
Looks like we
walks.
just came at a bad time. Let's try again tomorrow. There's still a few days until Moon Prayer Night, so we're in no rush. Besides, she needs time to rest anyway.
Fair point, let's go.
Columbina, are you back yet? Oh, how strange. Looks like she still isn't here,
This is a bit odd.
right? It's not like her to spend so much time outside, especially since she's worried about attracting unwanted attention.
By the looks of it, she hasn't been back all day.
What about Luanatar? Luanatar, you there? Hey, do you know where Columbina went?
Yup.
Sorry, didn't understand. But if you know where she is, could you take us to her?
Sounds like I don't know either. to me.
Yeah, that's even stranger.
Paimon, look, the flowers.
What about them? Oh, that's not good news. They change color when Columbina gets weaker, right? And they look super pale right now.
Let's go, we've got to find
Good
Lama.
idea. She might know it.
Filha da puta! Obrigado, Dredd. Brigadinho,
it's you.
motherfucker.
How is Kutar? Is she okay?
She's missing. Has she visited the Frostmoon
No,
Science?
she hasn't. I came here to check on her after I noticed the flowers had changed color. Based on past precedent, she must be very weak right now. Even getting up to walk would be a struggle. It seems unlikely that she wandered off outside.
Not to mention that she doesn't do that at the best of times either. So yeah, this is super weird.
Has anyone approached Silver Moon lately?
No. Very few people are in the know about Kutar's whereabouts. And if anyone suspicious had visited, they'd have left some sort of evidence. Come on, let's go to Nasha Town. If anyone has seen her, someone there will know about it. It's not Krai's information hub after all.
Makes sense. Let's go.
Let's go. Eu vou bloquear o Direct PT. Olha, ainda jogas isto? Ah, estás a perguntar o mesmo, ok. Eu jogo, eu gosto, mas foi o que eu estava a dizer, eu vou passar só a streamar a main story, eventos, secondary story já não stream. Há um novo update, fiz o roll, fiz para uns 50 rolls, não me saiu nenhuma 5 estrelas, por isso vou deixar de...
Alas, your free and easy adventure time is over.
Nunca mais entraste, pronto. Mas o outro ainda jogas, o de... o RPG, né? O Onkai, Star Rail. Who's the
Not
É a
sure,
Alice?
but it's definitely hostile.
Por enquanto. Pois.
No, 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 not that way.
É a
The
Alice.
final boss is right here.
Uma topeira.
The sniffer mole?
That's the final boss?
The
Surely
voice
not.
is a little familiar.
Also,
Okay, the jig is up. I'll stop teasing you. Turn around. I'm right behind you. It seems I've managed to leave quite an indelible impression, even though you've never seen my face. Ah, nothing could make a great mage more pleased with herself.
Ahá, estás a ver a Alice pela primeira vez.
What is going on?
I've heard that all the big shots in Teyvat have long, wordy titles that stun people speechless when they make their entrance. Unfortunately, none of them are affiliated with the Hexenzirkel, and we ourselves keep a very low profile. The notorious name-dropping doesn't quite work for us. Still, I, for one, think I'm really quite amazing. So that didn't stop me from coming up with a title anyway.
Alice? It's really you this time? Not a lantern or a Dodoko, but Alice in the flesh?
Oh, that's right. So, what do you think? How does it feel to finally meet me?
Não percebo bem o que é aquilo que ela tem na cabeça. Just look like Klee. You look so young.
Oh, that's the first
Yeah,
thing I
Klee's
thought.
like a
A little
baby.
surprising.
Of course
but
she's
that
young.
actually makes me very happy.
But that hat.
Because that means that when Klee grows up, she'll be just as stunningly beautiful as her mother.
Damn. And very modest too.
So she's a friend of yours?
Kind of. This is actually the first time we've seen her in person.
I see. Madam Mage, that was, quite a powerful entrance. I certainly won't be forgetting it anytime soon.
It's okay, Lauma, don't force it. Paimon will do the honors. This is Alice from the Hexenzirkel. She's a friend of ours. And of Arcus, too.
She's helped us a lot in the past.
That's right. She's a good
Hã?
person.
Hã? Nova personagem, Dredd?
Unpredictable.
Alice?
Well, what is the human heart if not unpredictable? Hmm? If we could not do as we please, how would we differ from machines?
I am Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. It is a pleasure
Small
to meet
boobs. Esta Alama tem umas boobs maiores, né?
Before you
Not
got
small.
here, I spent a good,
Poças.
15
Aquilo não é small.
minutes getting up to speed on
Não
NOD-KRAI's
são as maiores do jogo, mas...
In other words, I've
Poça,
read the
small
whole in
boobs.
the last episode part, so
Small
I can
boobs,
skip the
isto.
pleasantries.
Fair enough. Well, Miss
Tu queres uma
Alice,
pessoa que seja metade
I can
pessoa e
already
depois do
tell that
resto
you have
outra...
quite a unique
o
personality.
suficiente para ser outra pessoa. E são big boobs.
Paimon sure is.
Small boobs são as do pai, mano.
What are you doing in NOD-KRAI, Alice?
Que só dobra ali a roupa.
Oh, I thought I told you already. This time I'm the final boss.
Ok.
And what a
Her
formidable
hat
foe
is
I shall
really
be.
fucking
Powerful,
strange.
Confident, decisive, and good luck finding my weak spot. You
Mm.
will never succeed.
I'm going to send a formal request for Jean to put you on in solitary.
Oh, drat! My one weakness, and you found it in an instant. Fate has been dealt a devastating blow. Thus falls the great Dodo King.
Why are you playing along with this nonsense?
For funsies, of course. What's wrong, Paimon? Are you disappointed in me? Am I a gigantic letdown?
Her clothes look
You
cool.
seem like a busy lady. And this is the one time you've shown up in person. Paimon figured it would be for something more high stakes than just goofing around.
You're quite right. I'm here in NOD-KRAI because something big happened. Something big enough it caught the attention of the Hexenzirkel.
The
It
ghosts.
concerns the three moons, Teyvat's borders, and of course, the moon goddess you are currently searching for.
You know where Columbina is?
Kind of. Why don't we discuss this over a pot of tea?
Sure.
My main reason for coming on this trip to Teyvat was, of course, to have some fun. But I do technically have a job to do as well, namely maintaining the stability of Tevat's borders. I'll skip over the complicated parts, but to sum it up, abyssal energies are all that lie beyond Tevat's border. We'd find ourselves in a real pickle if they ever made it through. And the phantoms you've been seeing are a sign that the border has been disturbed.
Ah, no wonder they tend to show up around Moon Prayer Night.
Is it because the real moon is now so close to us that its power can cross the border?
In part, but only a negligible amount passes through. Just enough to influence the verdant crests and so on. And as you've noticed, there has been an unprecedented number of phantoms appearing this year. The influence of the moon beyond the border cannot explain this. No. There is another far greater factor at play. The trilunar syzygy.
Syzygy? What the hell is even that?
Eons ago, before the heavenly principles came to Tevat, it was the then 3 moon goddesses who controlled the laws of this world.
You're talking about life, death, and such, aren't you?
Oh, that's exactly it! The 3 goddesses split these powers amongst themselves, promising never to consolidate them into one singular body. This was meant to keep the world stable. But, fast-forwarding to the present, the eternal moon's marrow is with you, while the iridescent moon's marrow, which should never have appeared in this world, has been retrieved. Add that to the presence of a moon goddess in the flesh and... the power of all 3 moons is gathered here in NOD-KRAI. There hasn't been an event like this since the War of Funerary Flame. And it's having a noticeable effect on Tevat's borders.
Okay. Why are you so concerned about said borders, I might ask?
Because I wish to give my darling daughter a peaceful, sunny environment to grow up in. Is that a good enough reason?
Kinda sounds like you're dodging the question, but it does make sense.
Well, that's one reason anyway, and the most important one. The others are a little complicated to explain. For instance, cleaning up after dearest Miss R. Albedo could tell you more about that if you're curious, but right now, I have a more important question to ask you. Why are you collecting the moon marrows?
Why are you gay? Colombina wants to use her power to return home.
I see.
Is she lying?
See. Nicole told me about that legend once.
Nicole? You mean Meet Anne?
Oh, so you remember.
We heard her voice in Fountain.
Yes, of course.
We're going to see Nicole
that was
too.
The story about fate, her area of expertise. But back to the story of our dear moon goddess. I'm afraid her intended method of returning to the moon is unlikely to work anymore.
What does that mean?
She may be missing, but she hasn't gone anywhere. She has disappeared.
She has hates. Once long ago, the damsel had to leave the irrevocable leg between. Okay. Don't quite understood what happened there.
My body is so heavy.
Fat.
Wait, no. It's my mind that's heavy. My arms and legs are as light as a feather. What's happening to me? I feel drowsy, like I've been asleep for too long. Is it daytime or nighttime? Is the moon out? I think I'll go for a walk.
Okay.
Are you out for a walk too? Huh?
Oh, she is a ghost. Is she gone to the past? What the hell?
The day has come at last.
She's on the entrance of...
Have I grown so weak that I can't even sustain my physical form? But Moon Prayer Night is nearly here. I was so close to returning home. Death is near. Is this how it ends for me? Will I return to the moon after I disappear? Or... I don't want it to end like this. So far, at least, I still exist. Even if not physically, I can still feel, but as my power wanes, I'm sure that too will fade. I suppose I might take one final look at this world. The world where I was born.
Come on, come on! Wait for me!
The Frost Moon Enclave. How much it has changed since I was born.
Okay, this is the present.
These decorations, they're so heavy.
It's times like this when you kind of wish men could be priestesses and acolytes.
How fascinating. I've never had the chance to be privy to people's private lives in this way. In the past, people would get so solemn and serious the moment I showed my face. Like they were frozen stiff.
Karina, Lametti, it's time to eat.
Coming!
I want to watch them a little longer.
So just fill these balloons with air, right?
Yep. Try a couple now to test things out. The rest can wait till Moon Prayer Night.
Think fast.
Rita!
Teasing an acolyte of the Frost Moon Scions? Surely that's a punishable offense.
Take this!
Huh?
Alright, enough horsing around.
BoJack Horseman.
We should get back to it.
The task is just to check that the balloons don't leak, right? Doesn't matter if we fill them with air or water.
Yeah!
Okay, you got me there. And you got me there. But still, we can't use all the balloons before the festival even starts.
We won't use all of them. And as long as Lady Lauma's trusted acolyte doesn't snitch, this can stay as a little secret between friends. A couple more can't do any harm, right?
Oh, you menace. Then, think fast!
Is pumping a balloon full of water really so much fun?
No, not really.
I'm sure you're both tired from playing all day. Come on, eat up.
A plain, humble meal. That has always been the way of the Frost Moon Scions.
Huh? How come Lametti got a midsummer berry dessert? Oh, I always get Lockaberry.
I don't mind sharing. You can have a bite of mine if I get to have a bite of yours.
Hmm? They're sharing food? I've never shared food with anyone before. Even at the Harbinger tea parties, everyone just ate off their own plate. And when I couldn't finish my food offerings from the Frost Moon Scions, they'd leave the leftovers out under the moonlight for the animals to claim.
Hey! That was 2 bites!
Oh, then you can have another bite of mine.
Oh, you too.
Oh, don't fret now. Here, have some of Granny's too.
So this is what it means to be family. I'm seeing so much that I'd never usually get to see. They'd never act like this when I was around. It's nice, being able to just watch people in peace in these final moments. What a rare opportunity. I think I'll go take a look around Nasha Town too. Maybe the Traveler will be there.
After the War of Funerary Flame, the Moon Goddesses were no longer recognized by Teyvat. They lost the whole foundation for their existence. That's why the Moon Goddess's strength is fading. She cannot withstand the world's rejection of her.
Just like what Columbina said, the world itself is rejecting her.
To be more pedantic about it, the Moon Goddesses
That's
did something
strange.
to offend the heavenly principles, and that's why they were ousted. Something of a recurring theme in Teyvat's history. Theoretically, speaking so candidly should put me in their crosshairs too, but they can't tell me what to do. I'll say whatever I want. Anywho, the Moon Marrow energies were but a drop in the bucket for her, and that battle against the Ray Hair of Solnari only weakened her further. Fortunately, it happened close enough to Moon Prayer Night when the Kuvaki concentration here is high. That's the only reason she managed to survive this long.
What do you mean, fortunately? You said she disappeared. We're too late.
Oh, what a headache. I thought this was all common knowledge. I guess I have some more explaining to do. Okay, buckle up. It's time for another lecture. Now, I said earlier that the Moon Goddesses lost the foundation for their existence. The reason for that has to do with the natural order. Basically, the rationale for their existence in Teyvat was lost. The same logic applies to the present Moon Goddess too. Consider her existence so far. Her comrades in the Fatui called her Damselette. And she was worshipped as Kutar by the Frost Moon Scions. But these connections have now been severed, whether by her hand or yours.
So, the rationale that once sustained her existence is now gone.
Wait, we did that to her?
Oh, well, strictly speaking...
That's not small boobs, is that pity.
Let's not start pointing fingers, shall we? I'll only end up as the big bad villain, and that's not the kind of final boss I want to be.
If you're making light of this, hopefully that means you have a plan.
Of course I do. I'm only the greatest mage in the whole entire world. Now, if you wish to find your Moon Goddess, there are two problems we need to solve.
Okay.
Firstly, we'll need to strengthen the connection between her and Teyvat, at least enough to sustain her until Moon Prayer Night.
Strengthen her connection? But does that mean I'll have to rally all the Frost Moon faithful behind this?
I'm afraid a bygone faith and a former home won't be of any help to her now. Do you know her name?
Her name?
Oh, yes. Names are very important things. A name is a fundamental concept that anchors one's entire existence.
I asked her once, but she said she didn't know.
Then your first job is to find it. As a moon goddess, I'm sure she must have a name she identifies with. Neither Columbina nor Kutar is her true name, and she's never really accepted either of them.
So, finding out her real name is enough to sustain her existence?
Yes, I know it sounds like a small step, but every journey begins that way. So for now, that's all we need to focus on. The second problem is with her plan to use the moon marrows to return to the moon. Unfortunately, piercing through the false sky will take an enormous amount of power. Given her current condition, she won't be able to provide anywhere near enough power, even if she recovers her physical form. But no need to fret. Nicole's the expert in this field, and I'm sure she'll figure something out.
Wait, Mage N is going to help us out too? That means we've got 2 Hexacircle mages on the case. This is turning into a pretty big deal.
Actually, this is more of a side quest for me. Like you said, I'm a busy lady, so I can't stay for too long. I'll have to return to Teyvat's border soon.
Okay, thanks for telling us all of this.
That's the upside you get for looking out for my little Klee. Hopefully that will incentivize you to carry on keeping her company in the future. Anyway, jokes aside, you'd better get moving. It will take quite a miracle for the Moon Goddess's consciousness to hold out till Moon Prayer Night. Oh, I suppose I might as well tell you where Nicole is before I leave. Off you go now.
So we're going to meet
your
Nicole.
new friend. Oh, yes, and a little suggestion.
Nicole
Don't
should be
forget to
water,
mind
right?
your head.
It's an hydro character.
What?
I wonder how Durin's doing. I should really go see him before I head back.
You really are super busy.
I most certainly am. There's so many children I have to keep tabs on just in Mondstadt. Durin, Albedo, Venti, Varka.
There were some unexpected names in there.
Klee didn't make the list, huh?
Of course not. Klee is my pride and joy.
Okay,
I
makes
have no
sense.
qualms about her, because she's the best child in the whole wide world.
Yeah. Klee's a little angel.
I'm glad you agree. Well, all the best. See you when I see you.
Okay.
She left in a hurry.
Yeah, she didn't pack up her stall. Should we handle it for her?
I doubt that's necessary. A mage of her abilities doesn't need our help.
I must say, I'm now very curious about her daughter. Klee?
She likes
wasn't
to
it?
explode stuff.
That's a long story. Come on,
Ouch.
we'll fill you in as we go.
Alright.
What a lively place. I've never experienced Nasha Town like this before.
Hey, you old geezer! Your hammer's rusted through!
Who are you calling old geezer?
Are they quarreling?
I'm looking right at him! You've really gone downhill since giving your daughter free reign in the workshop. Can you even swing a hammer anymore? It shouldn't take you days just to fix a single chair! You might as well use that hammer to massage my back for all the good it's doing.
Don't run your mouth, or you'll get a back massage that'll put you in bed for the rest of your life. Look, the materials haven't arrived yet, all right? You know how busy it gets in the days before Moon Prayer Night.
I'll bet you send all the materials to your little princess. Blood's always thicker than water, huh?
All right, you've made your point, Uncle Koski. As soon as the materials arrive, fixing your chair will be the #1 priority. And Dad, if you've got time to chat, why don't you lend me a hand,
See? Lolka knows what the score is.
I guess they're friends. But the way they spoke to each other was so ugly. Then again, it wouldn't be the first time I've seen something like this.
Columbina! Sing outside my door in the middle of the night one more time, and I'll unscrew your vocal cords. You hear me?
Oh, Zandrone. So that was her way of trying to be friends with me. What a pity. I won't get the chance to say any ugly things in reply.
That's what good friends do. Talk shit. In front of each other, not in the back. Whoa, you're controlling her. She floats. So
Hey,
cool.
Have you decided what to give her for Moon Prayer Night?
I sure have. She's gonna get the surprise of her life when she's least expecting it.
Then I'll whip out the ring and pop the question.
The surprise of her life. What a fun turn of phrase.
Cool, I get the picture. You can spare me the gushy details. Ooh, looks like we have a customer. Hello there, ma'am. Would you like some Moon Prayer Night candy?
Huh? Is he talking to me? Can he see me?
Here you go.
Oh.
Come back anytime. Right. Now, where were we?
I don't know why, but I still held out hope.
The most important thing right now is to find that mage.
This name thing seems super important too, but where do we even start looking?
I'd better go pay the Fatui a visit.
Damn, that's painful. You don't even see her. Ouch!
Columbina?
What?
Traveler?
Let's go! This is no time to be spacing out!
Follow me, dude. Maybe it's not so bad just quietly staying by their side like this. Okay, let's go back here.
Where are they going? They mentioned a mage.
Elise, not Elise,
A
and
name?
Nicole.
So, Mr. Varka, are you acquainted with this Nicole? Or should I call her Mage N?
Not really. We've never met, though she has come up in conversation. From what I've gathered, Alice kinda took Nicole under her wing. Taught her how to speak in a more ladylike fashion. That kind of thing.
Huh. Hard to imagine Alice as an etiquette coach.
Yeah. Alice is a larger-than-life personality, I'll give you that. But then again, that's why she's able to draw such an eclectic mix of people into her inner circle. If I remember correctly, being an interesting person is actually one of her main entry requirements. So, if you ever wanted to join the Hexenzirkel, I'm sure you'd both be eligible to apply.
Hey! Don't go around making promises on Alice's behalf!
I wouldn't dare. I'm just trying to paint a picture of the Hexenzirkel for you.
Okay, sure. Anyway,
So the travel will also be...
Nicole, how are we supposed
The
to
travel
find
should
you?
have all the characteristics of all the
inside
places he
Are you
visits.
Nicole?
Maybe something she's wearing will give it away? Like a wind bloom pinned to her chest or something.
Wait a minute.
In NOD-KRAI, it's here, is that
Oh,
that thing that you have to have a lot of the same in the team, so the Hexenzirkel also, all of those characteristics the travel should have, as long as they appear. So it could be fit in any team. Since it's not that strong, at least that will be a good upgrade at the beginning of a new area. And what about the tea set? I recall that each mage has their own cup.
That would be this young lady, then?
Okay. Hydro? Okay.
Hey there! Sorry to disturb you, but are you Miss Nicole?
Varka. Knight of Boreas of the Knights of Favonius. Alice might have mentioned me before.
Mm-mm. Have we got the wrong person? Sorry. Well, this is awkward.
Of course it's her.
When I shook my head, I meant, no, Alice hasn't mentioned you before.
Huh? Where is this voice coming from?
My apologies. For certain reasons, I am unable to speak. This is the only way I can communicate with you.
Directly
It
into your
might
brain.
take some getting used to, but I hope you can understand.
Hey, it's fine. I'm more shocked by the fact that Alice never speaks about me.
As for you two, we have crossed paths twice before.
Yeah.
But it is nonetheless a pleasure to finally meet you.
I remember only once.
It's really you! Thanks for all your guidance in the past!
You're quite welcome. This time, things are different. We have reached the unwritten pages of the story. You might say that we stand at the crossroads of fate. Now then, allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is...
Thick Slim Shady. Oh, let's stop. So.
No, stop! Alice! I can't believe it!
Damn, I wanted to read Alice. I thought that maybe
prepared.
that will be stopped.
I agonized over every single word. She always picks the worst moments to ruin other people's plans. I'm so
Her
sorry
eyes are
about
cool,
that.
and her design is also cool. I just don't like the
Devising
ads.
some bespoke self-introduction magic for each member of the Hexen Circle. But I could have sworn I deleted all of the triggering conditions for it. How did it bypass everything? Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing.
This is a very different side of Nicole than what we're used to. Is she not used to face-to-face interactions? Don't worry about it. We've seen that introduction magic once already, so it wasn't too much of a shock.
Please go on, Miss Nicole. We'd love to hear what you have to say, or, well, communicate.
Huh? Are they talking to this lady? But...
Will you all
She
promise
said
to
but.
forget that horrendously embarrassing introduction?
Sorry, embarrassing. When?
Among the words that I hope out just now, I saw Angel.
Yes, my name is Nicole, and I am one of a very few angels who have retained both their preferred form and their power.
What?
The Traveler and Paimon
I need to
should
read
be no
that.
strangers to this concept. There is another of our kind in Natlan. They call her the Lord of the Night.
Alright! Paimon remembers her!
But we never seen her in person.
Yes. Well,
I don't remember the
I
Lord of the
have
Night.
retained more of my power than she. It's because I don't have a long-term duty to fulfill. To be more specific, no. We'll be here all day if I get into the specifics. Moving on. If I'm not mistaken, you are here because you wish to learn how one might reach the moon beyond the sky.
That's right. Is that something you can give us any guidance on?
Yes, I do know a way. It began with the Hyperboreans, who lived after the War of Funerary Flame. Blank looks. Maybe I should start with the background of the war, or maybe not. It shouldn't be an issue. I'll fill in the gaps for you when we have more time. Anyway, after that war ended, the three moons retreated to beyond the false sky. The Hyperboreans were humans I once aided. They accepted the civilization and creations bestowed upon them by the angels. But despite accepting many blessings of the angels, many among them still held on to their faith in the moons. They were reluctant to accept the new order, even after the War of Funerary Flame. They sought to contact the moon goddesses beyond the sky and receive their guidance.
But all three had passed away by that point.
This mage has a unique method of communicating. Is she talking about the moons?
Yes, but they did not know. And so, still they prayed for the moon goddess's mercy. After building titanic structures that consumed vast amounts of Kuvaki, at last they glimpsed the moons and heard their voices. But of course, they were gravely disappointed, for it was then that they realized the 3 moon goddesses were dead.
Oh, that's such a sad story.
It is. Humanity was in a very sorry state at that time. The angels who had once aided them were gone, and the war of funerary flames had left them homeless and destitute.
Just a second, I gotta ask. How relevant is all this history to the task at hand?
Well,
Very
I
little.
mean, it's... Okay, it seems we've drifted into irrelevant narrative waters. It's been a while since I've had the chance to speak inside someone's head. As soon as I got started, I lost control and the words just flowed out like a waterfall. What I'm trying to say is... Right, yes, that's it. The relevant part is the ritual created by the Hyperboreans. The fact that they bypassed the false sky and saw the true moons implies that they successfully built a connection between Teyvat and the outside world. Which means, with enough Kuvaki and a sufficiently stable connection, it should be feasible to send one person over the border.
Okay, so they built some kind of portal?
Oh, yes. A portal. Yes.
Is something wrong? You sound disappointed.
I just didn't expect you to summarize it so well. It turns out I could have said all that in one word, if only I'd managed to think of it.
No, please, it's fine. This is invaluable knowledge. I'll be sure to record and preserve everything in writing.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, I suppose I could backtrack and add some more detail. I did gloss over a few things so far.
Whoa, 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 time out. Let's summarize what we've got first. The Hyperboreans were the last ones to use this method, right? So
Uau!
they built
Zino,
and
como é
make
que é,
sure
meu
there's enough
brother?
to power it up.
Obrigado.
Luckily,
Tá
we
tudo
have
fixe,
the
bro.
marrow of both the eternal and
Ai, estive doente. Não streamo há 2 semanas, né? Tive aí 2 semanas a morrer. Há mais 2 semanas. Mas pronto, já estou de volta. Vou abrandar um bocadinho os streams a ver se adianta aqui as obras da casa, para ficar tudo pronto. E pronto, tenho andado um bocado ocupado. É chato. Yes, I know.
Take advantage of the phantoms to travel back to a time when it still existed. Well, travel back isn't quite
Tá tudo fixe
accurate.
contigo, bro.
It's more like we'd be creating a handshake between 2 points in space-time. We wouldn't even have to pick a time when it still existed. It could just be a time when it still appeared in phantom form via projection, or we could project our own phantoms, fold them together at... You look lost. Was that too hard to
Ai pá,
follow?
nem sei o que é que eu tive doente. Se era, pensei que podia ser um... Não era gripe, não era Covid, não era legionela, não era... Eu fiz um monte de testes, fui trabalhar um turno assim todo fodido, depois não consegui trabalhar o outro turno e fiquei 2 turnos de baixa, portanto... Tive 18 dias, 7, tive quase 3 semanas doente. Vá 2 semanas assim um bocado fedido e depois mais 3 ou 4 dias já a melhorar e já há 3... já há 2 dias, 3 dias que estou bom. Estou de férias esta semana, portanto também não vou trabalhar, mas comecei a ficar melhor no princípio das minhas férias. Eu não sei o que era, sei que estava todo lixado. O bué da febre, não baixava com comprimidos nem nada. Estava assim um bocado agressivo.
Great. Counting on you. In the meantime, we'll focus on finding the moon goddess's name.
My name? Are they looking for a way to stop me from disappearing?
Excuse me, Miss...
Go on, Miss Nicole.
This conversation was a little all over the place. I didn't catch your name.
I am Lauma, of the Frost Moon Scions.
Ah, I did wonder. I noticed that you listened very intently when I spoke about Hyperborea and the moon's history. If you'd be interested, I'd love to visit you this evening and go through it again in greater detail. Also, if you were serious about making a record, it would be too risky to simply write down the raw details as is. I would suggest some tweaks. Maybe rewrite the stories as fairy tales or fables, perhaps even prayers. Anyway, we can cross that bridge when we come to it. So, see you later then?
See you later,
and no need to
alligator.
prepare anything. Just a cup of tea will do.
Sim, já estou melhor, finalmente. E pronto, vim fazer aqui um novo update do Genshin, vim fazer aqui a história. E no início do vídeo disse que já não vou fazer mais live streams de Genshin para além da main story. Não vou estar a fazer eventos, não vou estar a fazer side quests ou world quests, essas merdinhas todas não. Agora vou fazer este live stream, estou quase a acabar. Daqui a 2 ou 3 dias faço para acabar esta história. Fazer a segunda parte. Só main story, mais nada.
What did I tell you? A lot of quirky people in Alice's orbit. Now then, the next order of business is, where do we start looking for the moon goddess's name?
Maybe the rest of what Nicole has to say might give us some clues.
Yeah, of course it does.
Once I've heard her out, I'll summarize the salient points and share them with you all. I'm also inclined to review our other documents. Yes, our faith was first established by our Hyperborean ancestors, but many of the more factually accurate records are from after Kuthar's birth.
I have a hunch that the Fatui might know something too.
Sounds like we're gonna follow Columbina's journey through Teyvat, huh? In that case, we'll start by heading to the Frostmoon Enclave.
Sounds like a plan. Take this with you. I'll see about getting in touch with the Fatui. It'll probably just be Arlecchino and Sandroni again. They're the only ones who would want to help.
Thank you, Mr. Varka.
Don't mention it. Honestly, I'm more comfortable dealing with the Fatui than prying into the details of a young lady's childhood. Catch you later.
Alligator.
I should follow them, just in case there's some way that I can help.
Let's go back here. So there's an event coming on. Probably it's the same. The event is going to be this moon something that's starting here.
A while ago, I took the time to organize all documents in our possession that pertain to Kuthar. What you see here is the material I consider reliable.
You're saying there's unreliable material too?
Yes. Most of the information we have was transmitted through an oral tradition. Inevitably, some of her stories were mythologized and deified over the years through countless retellings. That's why I organized them into reliable and unreliable. There's no sense seeking answers in history unless we can ensure the veracity of the historical record.
Makes sense. Alright, let's take a look through.
I'm not going to read anything, okay? Very big things. Clear and concise. You would merely describe the writing style of the historical records, but you could just as you describe as terse and dry. And since Lama already knows the material like the back of her hand, the quest to find any new information in this text is tough going.
Almost all these records refer to Kutar instead of Columbina. Although neither of those is her real name. Paimon's not sure what point she's trying to make.
What we can gather from these records is that the Frostmoon Scions worshipped her as a god, placing impossible expectations upon her. I cannot fault them for their earnest faith, but for all their devotion, worshipping her day in, day out changed nothing. I imagine that none of it resonated with Columbina. It wouldn't surprise me if, even back then, she had already begun to reject the name Kutar and everything it represented.
Lauma speaks the truth. When I heard them call upon Kutar with hope and expectation in their voices, they may as well have been calling upon somebody else.
Yeah. When you were organizing these texts, what criteria did you use?
That's a bit complicated. I looked at the level of detail, perceived authenticity, prose style, and how realistic their portrayal of Kutar seemed to be. Amongst the Frostmoon scions of today, only I know of her existence, and I alone have spoken to her face to face. As such, I know that there are certain things she simply would never do. That being said, I have sensed some changes in her lately.
Changes? Me?
Oh, seems like this
She
is
doesn't even know.
For what it's worth, why don't we check the unreliable sources too?
Sure. Give me a moment.
Exerting but a fraction of her divine might, Kutar sheared a great mass from the snow-capped mountain and cast it into the sea, upon whose surface shone the mirror image of the moon. Thus was formed the island of Hisi.
The one we were in.
Yeah, right. That doesn't even begin to pass the sniff test. The 3 moons are not but lies through and through. Only one moon has ever shone for us, and Kutar is her name.
The subjectivity is strong in this one. We've heard something like this before in
The
NATAL.
vast majority of ancient texts are filled with fanciful tales like these. I trust you understand my criteria a little better now. Kutar did not speak, merely gazing into the distance in silence. And where her gaze landed, this was her prophecy. Clearly, whoever wrote this text never even met Kutar. Otherwise, they'd know that her eyes are always closed.
What about you, Traveler? What are you reading?
Seems like a collection of
Come
anecdotes.
on, let Paimon see. The child wished to build a wooden nest with which to shield a fledgling bird from the cold. But being so young and lacking in strength, the child could not snap the branches from the trees. Kutar was passing by. Upon seeing the child, she summoned forth a Kuhenki, who built a beautiful nest for the child.
I remember that.
Not knowing the meaning of Kutar's divine intervention, the child dared not to respond, and thus ran home to call their parents. But Kutar was gone. The Moon Chanter declared the event a miracle and took the nest as a relic, placing it on high for all to see. The child was named as one favored by the goddess, and was greatly respected amongst the people. Yet, no further miracles were bestowed, and this matter was forgotten in but a few years. Huh. Any thoughts after reading that?
If it's true, it gives off somewhat lonesome feelings.
Yeah. Columbina probably just wanted to join the kid in making nests.
Ah. I'd originally considered this a fabrication, because Kutar did not perform any similar actions in subsequent records. But now that I think about it, it does seem like something Columbina would do. It's just that...
She didn't know how other people would interpret her actions. She was probably worried about making things difficult for people. So, she gradually stopped joining in.
Yes.
Oh, that's so sad.
And now, I can make no such gestures of warmth, even if I want to.
Still no name. That's a bit of a shame. But we did learn some interesting stories. That's gotta count for something. Barkus said he was gonna set up a meeting with Arlecchino and Sandrone, right? Let's go back to Nasha Town and see how he's doing.
Okay, let's go back.
Let's see. There's Varka. Oh, and it's Durin and Albedo too.
Talk about coincidence. We meet again.
This is pretty much the same place we bumped into each other last time.
I convinced them to stick around a little longer. We were all waiting on people, so I figured having a little company would help pass the time.
Ah, so you've been waiting for us? Does this mean that you've already arranged things with the Fatui?
Sure does. Now you're back, we can go meet up with them together. How'd your investigation of the Frost Moon Enclave go?
Well, we didn't find out Columbina's true name. But apart from that, it went pretty well.
We learned some stories from our early days.
Just as well that I didn't tag along then. I'm sure our moon goddess wouldn't want every man and his dog knowing all about her private life. Still, desperate times, desperate measures, I guess. Someone had to do it.
So, Varka was waiting on us, but what about you two? Are you waiting for Alice?
Oh no, we already met with her.
Okay.
We discussed that experiment I mentioned to you last time. Oh, and she also handed me this communication device.
This looks familiar. I'm sure I saw one of these back on the Golden Apple Archipelago. Yes.
That's right. I understand she informed you about the relationship between
was
the
the summer
phantom
event
phenomena and Tevat's borders.
from
yes?
2 years ago,
She wants
3
me
years
to help
ago.
her with some more experiments on that front.
Not this
She
year,
said that she'll contact
the
me
last
through
year,
this
I think.
device with more information.
Ah, I see. Following instructions and making observations. Pretty common research method. Takes me right back to Albedo's lab.
Wait, then who exactly are you meeting?
Someone you know. Albedo's met him too. But I don't think Miss Lauma or the Grand Master have been introduced.
Introductions are overrated, especially in cases like this.
It's you!
So, it's not
What?
like the academia has prohibitions against going abroad. Also, I applied for leave.
I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form.
Hat Guy.
I've already brought him up to speed on everything that's been going on.
Scaramouche. Fandango.
Guy. Turns out, I actually have heard that name before.
Oh? Then why did you react the same way I did?
I only knew the name, not the fella. But since we're all here, let's do some introductions for what it's worth. I'm Varka, Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions.
And I'm a Driosh from the Vahumana Darshan of the Sumero Academia.
Damn.
Hat Guy.
Yeah,
Good
that's a
to
big
see you
title.
again, Mr. Guy. I believe we last saw each other on the boat ride here. Mind you, the only reason I came here is because there's someone I want to look into.
Who's that?
The Doctor, also known as Dottore, second of the Fatui Harbingers.
Just
From
as
the
I
tone
thought.
of your voice,
So
it
they were
sounds
they
like
were
there's
all
bad blood
colleagues,
between you.
right? Because they were
I was
Harbingers.
reviewing our archives and noticed that a lot of information about him was missing. Left a bad taste in my mouth. That's all there is to it. Dottore, or Zondik, as he was then known,
Zondik.
once studied at the academia, but he got kicked out before he could
Dick.
graduate.
Os eventos são divertidos a assistir. Yeah, eu sei, sim, desculpa, estava aqui distraído. Zandik, I've heard that name before back in the ruins when Ibis King mentioned that student. That was a doctor. Damn, is that old? Eu sei que os eventos são mais divertidos de assistir, mas eu vou streamar mais jogos, basicamente. Estou farto de estar a streamar só Genshin. Genshin está cada vez com mais conteúdos. Os conteúdos são sempre divididos por dias. Tipo, dia sim dia não desbloqueiam uma cena. Tipo, não dá. Eu já te mostro aqui uma das cenas, mas tipo, não dá. É muita coisa.
He might have left already. But the fact he did something here at all is worth noting. It'll fill a couple extra lines in his file.
Why does it sound less like a file you're writing and more like a criminal record? Anyway, we were just about to meet two of the other harbingers. Want to come along? You might learn a thing or two about him there.
Sure.
Even though they're harbingers, well, they're old acquaintances of ours, so, you know, when you talk to them, try to be...
I got it.
The Frost Moon Scion's relations with the Fatui remain tense. Forgive me if I...
Fiquei no top 2. Isso quer dizer que eu fiquei em segundo. Quem é que foi o primeiro? Tem que seguir essa pessoa. Se tu perdes tanto... Perdes? Não é perder tempo. Desculpa a expressão. Se ficas tanto tempo a ver alguém, é porque é alguém interessante. Eu confio no teu gosto. Hey, Fandango! Hat guy? Are you here for revenge?
Well, yeah.
Não significa, isso obviamente não significa que tu gostas mais do outro do que mim, ou até podes gostar, eu não me importo. Mas significa que eu não ando a fazer streams suficientes. E eu quero voltar a fazer streams suficientes quando acabar as obras. Mas eu tenho a certeza que ainda vou ficar aqui uns 3 ou 4 meses sem conseguir streamar frequentemente. Só fazer 2, 3 streams por semana. E eu gostava de fazer mais. Fair enough. One other thing. When we return, let's talk about Columbina.
What's the hurry? Don't worry. Pigeons always know which way home is.
Exato. Eu fiquei em segundo porque fiz poucas streams. Era o que eu estava a pensar. Foi o que me ocorreu depois na mente. Eu não me posso considerar um streamer. Né? Um streamer é uma pessoa que põe muitas horas a streamar e que ganha dinheiro com isto. Eu pouco dinheiro ganho. Para além. Nem os meus amigos têm feito os seus... Como é que chamam? Os seus Prime Subs. Eu acho que neste momento o único subscritor que eu tenho deve ser tu. Não sei se isto dá para ver. Eu consigo ver, né? Não sei se tu consegues ver isto. Vou dar aqui. Se há algum comando para isso?
My mistake.
It's fine. I expected as much.
What?
So as I mentioned in my letter, the academia's got its eyes on Dottore, but this matter remains top secret.
Ativou o modo. Eu quero desativar isto. Off. Desativou. Só tu é que vias falar basicamente.
I'm here in NOD-KRAI to pursue my personal academic interests.
Gotta say, Varka, you did pretty well to keep all this under wraps for so long.
Okay.
Sounds like you got in touch with the academia about this way back.
You flatter me.
É no coração. Obrigado, mano. You're all harbingers. What reason would you have to disclose information about Dottore?
Where do I even start?
Dottore is a bad guy, and they're all good. Sim, só o facto de tu subscreves o meu canal, se calhar não subscreves outro que ficou em segundo. Subscreves também. Sim, subscrevo, mas uso o meu Prime nele e contigo dou uma subscrição verdadeira. Estão aqui os Harbingers quase todos. Falta o... Falta o da água. O Child.
To that extent, our motivations align. On top of which, I consider you trustworthy people. Now, back on topic. In the wake of the Reikir of Solnari episode, Sandrone and I grew suspicious about Dottore's complete inaction during the entire affair. So we tried to find out what he'd been up to, but unfortunately to no avail.
He never lets anyone in on his plans. The more he cares about something, the more secretive he gets.
Indeed. Perhaps he believes that by keeping a low profile, he can avoid trouble. But that trick isn't going to work on his colleagues.
Eu sou pobre man e eu sou fixe man. Eu sei, tu nem precisas de subscrever o canalzinho. E, para mim é esta especial, mas eu sinceramente gostava que não subscrevesses. Tipo, eu sei que mostra o teu aprecio por mim, mas eu fico que gastas isso. Eu preciso subscrever os meus regulares. Se eu pudesse dar €1 por mês por cada pessoa que vem ver, eu dava na boa. Só gastava €1, que era contigo. Ou do PT também. Fazer uma festa do hambúrguer.
Accordingly, Dottore has returned at her orders. I imagine he is continuing with experiments, which no one besides he would ever have any interest in.
Common sense might
Fazer a festa dos hambúrgueres todos os anos. Se tu vieres a Portugal, vou fazer uma festa do Fishman Channel. Vou convidar tipo o pessoal todo. A ti, o Little Soul, o Dread PT, o Fi, a Bi. Vamos todos comer um hambúrguer pago ao Fishman. Vou ganhar os €50. Vou ganhar. Vou gastar os €50 que já ganhei desde que estou a streamar há 13 anos. Há mais de 13 anos que eu streamo. Vamos todos ao McDonald's e vou fazer um vlog. Festa dos 15 anos de stream. Pagar viewers. Eu sei. Eu não estou a dizer que pago viewers, né? Não, obviamente que não, né? Se não tinha aí tipo 100. E aí aos bots. Vocês é que tiram os bots antes de eu poder carregar no link, pá. Porque eu na realidade quero ir lá carregar no link e comprar viewers. Vocês apagam, ainda há um bocado o Dread PT apagou um. E eu, pá, eu quero ir lá comprar viewers. Vocês e não consigo. Achas? Quem corre por gosto não cansa. Estou a preferir essa dignidade. Obrigado. Sempre percebi que havia um motivo altruísta. Pensei que era um motivo invejoso, que era para eu não fazer mais amigos. Já que não tenho viewers, faço amigo com os bots. Mas há aí mais pessoal que antes vinha ao canal e que eu convidava também para ir à festa do Fishman Channel. Íamos ser para aí uns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Comigo 8. Íamos ser para aí uns 8. Menos de 10. Pagava um hambúrguer a toda a gente.
He orders his subordinates to open the device so he can observe the results, which causes the gas inside to leak out. That gas was poisonous. If I hadn't been there, who knows how many people might have died. And after all that, he left while I was still cleaning up after his mess. What a waste of time, he said. Waste of time? The nerve! He wasted my time!
You've been bottling that up for a while, huh?
Hat guy, I must say, you seem awfully familiar with internal Fatui affairs, especially when it comes to Dottore.
Thank you, Lady Harbingers.
Eu não acho que seja preciso ter muito dinheiro. E se vieres aqui para o ano, ainda arranjo o sítio para dormir.
Wait, what? You're just gonna leave?
You're welcome to join if you want.
Oh, just when Paimon thought he'd finally mellowed out.
He makes quite the impression.
I'll say. I've met tons of headstrong people, but not many of them would join me in bad-mouthing Dottore. Anyway, back to the main agenda. Barca, you said that Columbina has gone missing? Or rather, disappeared.
Yeah. We're working on building a connection between her and this world. The simplest method is to find out her real name.
E assim, se vieres cá a Lisboa, só preciso pagar a viagem, arranjo de sítio para dormir.
But she said she didn't know. Considering our relationship, I doubt she was lying to me.
She could have just given you a pseudonym. What did she do while she was with the Fatui?
As far as I recall, she was never dispatched by Her Majesty to claim a gnosis or anything like that. that Tsaritsa's plans had long contained a place specifically for her.
I always thought that was weird. What could she do that the rest of us couldn't?
Knowing what we do now, it's probably something related to Kavaki, right?
More than likely. When she first arrived, Columbina would often go to Her Majesty and ask when she could start the task assigned to her. But Her Majesty always gave the same reply. The time has not yet come. So she spent her days in Snezhnaya doing basically
10.000? Deve ser mais barato. Eu não sei quanto é que é 10.000 em euros. Mas a minha sogra, a última vez que foi ao Brasil foi para aí há 2 ou 3 anos, quando a mãe dela morreu, para ir ao funeral. E teve lá um mês quase.
The reality of the situation made it hard to refute.
E pagou quase um ordenado mínimo.
I imagine she stopped caring.
Bem, mas sim. Isso é 10 vezes o salário mínimo aí.
Se
Se eu ganhar Euromilhões, eu trago-te para cá. Pacto aí uma faculdade na Europa para ir, ok? Pacto estadia depois de tirar um curso. Para abrirmos a nossa empresa de videojogos.
I was busy. So busy, in fact, that watching someone be that idle had me fuming. But still, I got the sense that she had long been used to a life of other people claiming she was needed when she wasn't.
I just felt that having a place to stay would cost me something eventually. And so I waited quietly for the day that I would have to pay the price.
And on the other end of that spectrum, you had me. Someone once told me that I had the lousiest work and the toughest luck. That's a good way of putting it. I forget who said it, but those words have always stuck with me.
Sound like Fandango, something Fandango would say, no
But
wonder.
you've done your job exceptionally well all this time. Because at heart, you are a
O
conscientious
problema é o custo de vida aí e aqui. É o valor da moeda, nem é o custo de vida. Porque se calhar com 1500... thanks for telling us all of this.
What is it? Something come to mind?
Is it nothing? It's nothing. I'm just even more eager to learn her name now. Se calhar com... I want to shout out it to her from the rooftops. Portugal também é o melhor exemplo. Mas se calhar, tipo no Brasil com 1500 reais, tu vives tipo tão bem como em Portugal com o ordenado mínimo. Tipo, diz a mesma coisa, não dá para grandes coisas, mal chega para uma renda, só uma pessoa não dá para viver sozinha. Se calhar até consegues viver melhor, dependendo do sítio em que estás, no Brasil e em Portugal também. Eu estou a dizer tipo na capital, onde as rendas são mais caras. Só que o euro de Portugal tem mais valor em comparação com os serviços internacionais do que o real brasileiro. E pronto, enquanto que nós pagamos, se calhar, conseguimos pagar um ordenado mínimo para ir ao Brasil, vocês se calhar não conseguem pagar.
You've been here enough times, you probably know your way around better than I do.
Take care, everyone. We'll be in touch if the situation changes.
Time to do what adventurers do best. Follow that Sealy.
You silly.
Here you are.
Oh, that guy. How come you're back so soon? Did things go all right with the Fatui?
Fine. Dotori's been summoned home by the Tsaritsa. Couldn't get much more than that. How about you? Any progress with the investigation?
Unfortunately not. We've tried everything. Different phantoms, different locations, different points in history. But the results were the same each time.
Poças.
Abyssal monsters roaming the land. People crying out in despair, with no hope of being rescued.
Pois, exato, porque isso...
Every
Porque esse
time I
tipo,
see
para
it, I
comer não há
can't help
problema.
but think,
Tipo, não há problema.
is this what it was like in
Mas depois
Mondstadt
para
when
bens,
Dragonspine attacked?
para serviços, digamos assim, serviços e comida e bens essenciais não há problema. Agora para outros tipos de bens e serviços de luxo, tipo construir casa, carro, telemóvel, computador, isto já são, não são bens essenciais e aí já fica mais caro. 1500 reais não chega a 150 euros, damn. E se tu comparares tipo, com a Europa, Portugal, tipo, o ordenado mínimo é 800 e tal euros, vais aqui para o lado para a Espanha já é o dobro, vais para a Inglaterra já é mais o triplo, vais para a Suíça já é 4 vezes mais. Portugal também é dos que recebe menos. Até na Grécia eles recebem, acho que recebem um bocadinho mais e é um país que supostamente é pior que Portugal a nível económico. Por isso é que a gente vai agora ter uma grande greve geral dia 11, vai haver para tudo. Não sei como é que continuam a votar nos mesmos, sempre a fazer as mesmas coisas. Eu não percebo. O Brasil é a mesma coisa, eu acompanho tipo, acompanho no Instagram páginas políticas e algumas delas é política portuguesa e brasileira. E tipo, e no Brasil também está aí uma desgraça, mas eu não percebo como é que as pessoas continuam a votar nos mesmos. São sempre os mesmos que fazem porcaria.
It's something you wish for deep inside. So, think for yourself about what you want to do. As long as you don't believe it's futile, it isn't.
Yeah.
Previous experience indicates that we cannot touch the phantoms, which limits the effectiveness of our interventions. If we want to clear this hurdle, we need to break this rule somehow.
Same thought here. Following the same rules means repeating the same failures. Reducing ourselves to mere playthings of fate.
So you mean we need to figure out a way to make contact with them despite knowing that we can't?
Yes, and I suspect that's something only you are capable of. Everything in Tevat is logged in Irminsul, but the withering that once occurred in Sumeru was a sign that the Great World Tree was being corrupted.
This corruption allowed things that should not have existed in Tevat to appear. This is tantamount to rewriting reality to an extent.
You're saying abyssal power?
Mano, eu também amo Portugal, eu percebo perfeitamente. Tipo, as paisagens são fixe, a maior parte das pessoas são fixe. No Brasil acho que as pessoas são mais fixes. Mas Portugal tem uma mistura mais diferente que o Brasil. Eu acho. Não estou a falar tipo de cores e etnias, mas de culturas. Pelo menos Lisboa, se calhar uma cena da capital, em São Paulo, eu não estou a ver assim muita variedade de culturas. De etnia sim, mas de cultura não. Não há assim uma força cultural grande. São todos brasileiros, são todos bem dispostos, são todas pessoas que gostam do carnaval e diversão e... Aqui há mais variedade nisso. É bom às vezes, é mau às vezes. E...
Let me try. I should be able to influence that thing.
Que esteja tudo na merda. O mundo todo, se fosse só Portugal. Tenho que seguir esses gajos. Durin can use the power of the abyss to affect the world in which the phantom is located. For example, using the sun pillar will increase the barrier with an intimidate and obstruct attributes, which in turn will affect choices and actions of the human phantom. Okay. Abrimos isto.
Morgana? Are you in there? What is this? Looks dangerous. I should get out of here.
Do I need to close all the accesses?
He really left. Ha! We did it!
We changed the best?
Don't celebrate too soon. Follow him. See what he does next.
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
No! There's monsters ahead! Wait, is that the barrier I saw earlier? Why is it appearing now? It's as if someone's controlling it. The monsters are gone. Is it safe now? The barrier's gone too. How odd. Anyway, I guess I'll keep going.
Quickly, let's keep up.
Okay.
Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked.
What? Causing explosion clear obstacle. Okay.
We might be able to use the explosives over there, but we need to take care not to hurt him.
Okay. We have the range.
I'll use the barrier to keep him at a safe distance.
This barrier seems to be helping me somehow.
Okay.
Hey, wake up! Oh, no good. Gotta keep moving ahead.
Mr. Mustache.
Monsters!
I'm going to explode the monsters.
Still a chance, Durin. Use the traps.
Yeah, eu gostava de ser ricozinho, para ir tipo passear só pelo mundo, ver todos os sítios. Get in and die. Get in and die. Oh damn. And die. And die. Oh shit. Dude, you're safe.
This is a new development. I've never seen this happen before. We might just be able to save this person.
Hello there. Have you seen my daughter? Spargana's her name. She's carrying a large backpack.
Get out while you still can, you fool. You won't find any survivors here.
But I can't just leave her here. She must be so scared right now.
Sorry. Wish I could help, but I haven't seen her. You'll just have to keep looking.
Okay, thank you. If I do find her, I'll get her to shelter and come back for you.
don't bother. I've got nowhere left to go.
What's that noise? Monster!
No, if he goes inside, he'll be walking into a trap. Let's try this once more. This time, we have to stop him.
Okay.
Why? How will I know where Spargana's gone like this? You know what? I'll trust this strange barrier. It's gotten me this far after all.
Yep.
What? Hey! Let us out!
Spargana, are you there? That looks like one of my daughter's books. Thank you.
There
Thank
she
you.
is.
Yes, it's one of hers for sure.
No,
That's her
it's
name
him.
on it right there. She left her backpack here.
Durin, just like last time. Use the explosives.
It's too many.
It won't work. There's not enough left. If he makes it in, he'll die. But then, this clue could be the key to him finding his daughter.
It might not be the only one. Better he misses that clue than loses his life.
I guess so.
Stop him, Durin. We can't let him get any further in.
It won't work. There's not enough left. If he makes it in, he'll die. But then, this clue could be the key to him finding his daughter.
It might not be the only one. Better he misses that clue than loses his life.
I
Yeah.
guess so.
So we need to open the second door. Need to close this one.
Stop him, Durin. We can't let him get any further in.
That's my daughter's book. She's passed this way. Why? Why won't you let me go in? I've searched and searched and searched just for this. But how will I find her without any clues?
Dude, just trust the light.
I no longer have anywhere else to go.
There's no way we can save him?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He refuses to go anywhere else.
The
Whether
past
he
can't
opens
be
this door or
changed.
not, all that awaits him now is death.
Bem-vindo à Ilha da Madeira em PT, que eu nem sabia que existia, fiquei de boca aberta. Tipo, as ilhas, os Açores e a Madeira têm sítios tipo belindos. Lindos.
That guy? Let's try one more time.
Com o
I don't know
nome
how we're gonna do
indígena
this,
do
but
interior de
I
São
don't want to
Paulo.
give up either.
De certeza que tem coisas aí fixe. Normalmente quando a gente tem coisas giras para ver, mesmo à frente do nosso nariz, a gente não acaba por não apreciar as coisas.
My ear. What's going on? All these these scenes running through my head. Where are they from?
Huh? What's going on?
His reactions have changed.
How many times have I... What's happening to me? I... Huh? Wait. Who are you?
You can see us now?
I feel like I always could, but that I only just realized you were there. I'm sorry, I don't know how to describe what I'm feeling. But you were the ones guiding me using that marked barrier, right? I haven't done anything yet, but those monsters, those deaths, they feel like memories. Like things I really did experience. I won't find my daughter. In fact, I'll ultimately die trying to find her. Isn't that right?
Yep.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Even so, we're trying to find a way out of this.
É assim, se tu fores pesquisar na internet qualquer sítio, ele vai-te mostrar tipo as coisas mais bonitas que esse sítio tem. Não estou a dizer que Lisboa é feia, tem muitos sítios bonitos. É tipo, deve ter mais sítios bonitos que o Porto. Mas eu quando vou ao Porto, eu vou a esses sítios bonitos, porque eu não moro no Porto e eu vou visitar, pesquisar sítios bacanas para visitar no Porto. Aqui, esta livraria, este jardim, esta ponte, esta parte à beira-rio. E a gente vai lá e a gente vê que aquilo é lindo. E eu, como moro em Lisboa, eu já vi sítios e não os aprecio tanto como se não fosse de cá. Já os vi muitas vezes, ou então tomo por garantido alguns sítios. Pronto.
Experience says 15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20. Thank you for all your help. Let's rest a while. You look exhausted too.
Now's not the time for you to start pitying us.
It's not pity. I'm just realizing that I've only got 10 or so minutes left. You know?
Yep, I do know.
You say you're from Mondstadt, yes? A place with windmills, where people enjoy limitless freedom? And you're from Sumeru, where they've built an academy into a giant tree?
Yep.
Yes. It seems you've never heard of either place.
Those names are unknown to me, I'm afraid, yes. Have you heard of Hyperborea?
I have, but I heard that it was destroyed in the distant past.
I see. That was where my ancestors once lived. What about Delphi Pytho? Was it later rebuilt?
I've never heard that name.
Then what about Salvindagnir?
I have seen that name on stone tablets on Dragonspine.
Ok.
But I'm afraid the only things left of that place are its ruins.
Sim, lá está. Todos os sítios são fixos para visitar, né? Agora, há sítios que são fixos para visitar durante muito tempo porque tem muita coisa para ver. E obviamente que Lisboa, sendo uma cidade já com muitos anos, centenas de anos, com cenas já com centenas de anos, é um sítio bom de se ver. Tem muito para visitar.
Mondstadt is a place of freedom and happiness.
Porque tu podes visitar um sítio, ver esse sítio, ir embora, ou podes visitar o sítio e apreciar o sítio durante um bocadinho. Em Lisboa tem zonas assim que convens lá, aprecias um bocadinho, e depois ficas lá uma beca e depois vazas. Não é um sítio só para ir lá, ver e bazar. Não, é sítios para ir ver, ficar um bocado.
It's a nation fraught with problems wherever you look. But if all you want in life is to seek knowledge, I guess it's pretty much paradise.
That's wonderful. In other words, after this all-devouring black tide passed, humanity did not merely avoid extinction, but rose to build prosperous civilizations anew. I mean, I can see you all right now. That must mean the future isn't a total mess, right?
That's true.
Well, time's almost up. Let's part ways, I think. Might be best if you don't waste too much time on me. The chances are slim, I know, but I'd like to spend these last few minutes looking for Spargana. If things work out, I'd love to tell her about what I've heard. May we meet again. Well, or not, most probably. In that case, may your wishes come true.
You can never change a past.
He's gone. In a few minutes, he will meet the end that was his to begin with. The ending of this tale did not change, but I believe that we've just made the most progress we have yet.
May your wishes come true. If only it were so simple.
Hat guy, could I ask you a question? You've never talked about your past. It seems complicated, and it weighs heavily on you, too. Would you be willing to tell me about it? I mean, sometimes it's better to get things out in the open. Take that guy we try to help, for instance. At least he said goodbye with a smile, right? I know about Albedo's past. Our experiences are very similar, and he created me. As for you, you're my first friend, and you've witnessed every step I've taken. But by comparison, I know nothing about you. Either way, I mean, we're still best friends. But if I knew more about you, I might understand your thoughts a bit better.
I've told you about myself. I'm a student at the academia.
And what did you do before that?
Prepared for the entrance exam?
All right. If you really don't want to talk about it, I won't press you any further.
I was a puppet built from the branches of a white tree, using technology left behind by the Conrian schools of mechanical engineering.
A white tree? You mean an Irminsul tree?
Yes. A branch of Irminsul that was once connected to the main tree.
So you had a human creator too?
Yeah. But my creator abandoned me after deciding that I was a failure. After that,
I went to a dark pit. This skin is a lot cooler.
Durin. Resisting the influence of the abyss, suppressing the urge to destroy, trying to do the right thing. None of these things are easy, but no matter how hard they are, trying to rewrite past wrongs is far harder. You asked me if you would create a new tragedy if you failed. I told you there was no point speculating about that, but the real answer is, yes, you absolutely will.
Hat guy.
But at least you've got people here to help steer you away from the wrong path. So, just keep aiming towards the light.
I will. I promise.
All right, break time's over.
The three created creatures.
Hello, Durin speaking.
Hello, friends, it's me. What have you been up to, I'm detecting some unmistakable fluctuations here at the border. The amplitude isn't particularly high, but they're completely different signals from the ones before. And the scale is comparable to those I've detected previously.
Alice, we were unable to save that person. However, he appears to have retained a portion of the memories gained through that cycle, and was able to hold a conversation with us.
I see. Well, that is rather odd indeed. It definitely merits further attention. Could I trouble you to keep trying the same approach? I need to gather some more data. Counting on you. I should probably have Nicole come and check this out as well.
Okay, Act 5 complete. Let's end this live stream here. This live stream should have ended 30 minutes ago.
There you are.
What?
I was worried you might stop to collect treasure chests opened by the Sealy along the way. It would have taken you so much longer to get
Zin,
here.
isso é mesmo que tens que o teu sonho de vida é ser rico. Eu gosto, é ser milionário. Rico não chega. Eu também tenho esse sonho. Como toda a boa gente.
And that your adventurer's instinct has not swayed your resolve. Really, I must applaud you for it. You should know. Okay, I'll try and keep it short. My senses are telling me that this is where we shall find the entrance to the ruins.
Oh, cool! Well, what What are we waiting for? Let's open it up and see!
Patience. This was a sanctuary of great importance to the
Hyperboreans.
Hyperboreans.
That's the same tree.
A special process is required to open the gate.
I think they have different names for the same things.
How's the Eternal Moon's marrow?
Seems like the ancients were very fond of making tricky gate puzzles.
Okay, so what's the plan? Need us to do anything? And just the short version, if you can.
Ah, all right then. I was planning to start with some
Sim, sim, eu
background on the
percebo.
invention of these
Desde que
techniques.
uma pessoa tenha sítio para se abrigar do
Sure you
frio
don't wanna hear it? It's
e para
quite
comer
informative.
e para tomar conta de si mesmo, lavar-se.
Fine. Simply put, we need
Se tu
3
estivesses
human
num
representatives
sítio diferente
to
todos os anos, tinha
successfully
sempre
undergo a
coisas para
process of
fazer e
Kuvaki
passear, visitar
resonance.
cenas diferentes. Isso é possível.
Think of it as a test from the 3 moon goddesses
Podes
to
viver
see
para
if the
sítios
ancients were
diferentes.
qualified, with the most recognizable
Tens é que pesquisar
qualification
como é que se
being
faz isso.
Kuvaki.
Uma caravana é uma hipótese. Mas sem caravana, tens aqueles sítios que podes ir dormir.
I also have no doubt
Tem
that
sites
the
onde te
moon chanter
inscreves
would be
que podes ir dormir
qualified.
durante uma semana ou um
We would
mês,
need
tipo.
2 other people with the same constitution.
Como é que é? Couchsurfing?
Therefore, the most
É
feasible
isso.
method
Couch,
is
só em
not
inglês.
so much to follow
Couchsurfing.
the rules,
Tem sites de
but to
couchsurfing
figure
que é
out
isso,
how the
tipo,
test
uma semana
functions and
dormir no
find a
sofá de alguém,
workaround.
gratuitamente.
I've
Acho que é
done some
gratuito.
research, and it turns out the mechanism is rather crude.
As pessoas deixam de dormir na
We'll
casa
simply
delas.
need humans to stand
Não é
before
em sofás,
it
né?
who have sufficient Kuvaki
Elas têm
energy
cama, até
within
pode
them.
ser sofá-cama.
I'm with you so far. How do we get the Kuvaki?
E elas deixam de dormir lá uns dias, uma semana. Não, acho que há limites, cada pessoa mete o limite de tempo que quer. Mas podes ir lá tipo gratuitamente ou por valores simbólicos e passa a experiência com as pessoas.
And get it circulating in the body.
Então era fácil fazer isso. Fazendo isso. Agora tens é que ter dinheiro para comer ou tipo, ir para um sítio com um trabalho garantido. Né? Depois há a barreira linguística. Em Portugal não, né? Mas se souberes falar muitas línguas podes fazer isso pela Europa. Vais trabalhar num sítio tipo um ordenado mínimo, já sabes que tem sítio para dormir e tomar duche, sem gastar muito dinheiro. Basicamente só vais trabalhar para ganhar dinheiro para a tua comida e para comprares uma passagem para o próximo sítio.
But as Paimon said, we need to have our priorities straight. Let's get back to the test. I'll follow up with Nefer on the festival arrangements.
Oh, okay. Anyway, is this really the best method we have? A Kuvaki transfusion sounds dangerous, no matter how you slice it.
If you think that's dangerous, wait till you hear the other
My
methods.
socks.
I'd be more than happy to go through them if you'd like. There are several.
No need, we're good. Let's go with this one.
Very well. Kuvaki transfusion it is. Now, I should mention that the risks
She's
can
an
be greater
angel.
or lower depending on individual compatibility. It would be rash to simply infuse the Kuvaki and hope for the best. If the body rejects it, the reaction can be quite severe. The symptoms are similar to another condition that some people living here suffer from, known as congenital Kuvaki sensitivity.
She can cure it with her
So,
blood.
Before we execute our plan, I will perform a simple test of my own to see who is compatible and who is
Sabes que há
not.
cidades muito fixes que não estão ao pé de rios.
We will have to
São
complete the
poucas,
resonance
mas há.
process as rapidly as possible. The
E
participants
depois
must
também
remain
podem proibir
stationary
de pescar
while
no
the
rio.
Kuvaki
E
circulates
tinhas que
and
andar com uma
bonds with
cana de
them,
pesca,
and
que é
they
bastante
mustn't eat or
comprida.
drink anything.
Ou fazes aquelas engenhocas com garrafas de plástico.
That's some hardcore
Meter lá a
fasting.
minhoquinha.
They'll all be monks by the time they're through.
How long will they have to keep that up?
3 days.
Okay, so we're going to wait 3 in-game
We
days.
still need to find 2 more people who are not just compatible, but also willing to volunteer.
Fasting? What are they talking about?
I'm willing to volunteer.
Really? Don't you want to think this through?
No.
Haha, count me in 2. 3 days without food?
Yeah,
I
that's
can handle
easy.
that. Mr.
Eu,
Cole has
fiquei,
made
eu
it
quando
clear
estive
that
doente
this
fiquei
is the
5 dias
easiest
sem
way.
comer. Eu emagreci
The way
3
I see
quilos.
it, there's nothing else to
Sem
discuss.
comer não, eu comi, um dia
Time
comi
to
um
step
bocadinho de
up.
sopa, outro dia comi 2 torradas, mas eu fiquei tipo 5 dias a comer só uma refeição leve, eu não conseguia comer nada, eu forçava-me a comer só para tipo não perder tanta força. Compared to having Colombians appear completely fasting for a few days is nothing. E eu nesses 5 dias que tive pior, que tive que ir para o hospital e meter abaixo, eu emagreci 3 quilos.
Volunteers to be captain of logistics. She'll keep the fires lit and grab some spare clothes to keep you comfortable.
Good work,
Then
Clement.
we'll start with you first, traveler. Please step forward.
Três dias sem comer não é nada. Eu acho que aguentava 3 dias sem comer. Na boa. Eu tenho tido muito
How's
pouco
it
apetite
going?
agora. Até tenho medo de
Do you
ter tido
feel
alguma
anything?
mazela. Já pensei, se calhar tenho cancro do estômago ou uma merda assim. Por isso é que não tenho tido apetite nenhum. Por isso é que tive mal.
How
Isso vai
about
acontecer
now?
outra vez. Não. Por isso é que eles testaram tipo montes de coisas e não viram nada.
And now?
Yes. Still nothing.
What about now?
Nope. Did you do something?
You guys, it's not a competition, you know.
All right, I'm officially impressed. Even as a descender, you can withstand far more than I imagined. It's like I summoned a giant stone titan to arm wrestle you, and your arm hasn't even moved an inch. In my last attempt, I infused 5 times the amount of Kuvaki required.
That much?
Yes. Safe to say, compatibility won't be an issue for you. You're eligible to join. You're next, Mr. Varka.
Varka won't be
Sure,
able to do
here
it.
goes nothing.
All right. I'll start where we left off. 5 times the required Kuvaki dose.
Whoa, 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 hey, wait a minute.
That's too much.
How's it going?
No, not great. I kind of want to puke. Feels like
I
I've
know
been
the
drinking
feeling,
too
dude.
much. A few bottles of wine, then a big stein of Dark Horse. Some hard liquor from Leo I mixed in. You think this is funny?
I just lost to a young lady in an arm wrestling contest. I'm never gonna live that down.
My apologies. I'll lower the concentration and try again.
3 times.
Oh.
How's it going now?
I'm not as dizzy as last time, but I can still feel it pulsing around.
In that case, you wouldn't be an ideal choice, Mr. Varka. Let's try someone else.
Okay.
Someone from
Some
here?
of our other friends then.
Yep, she probably will do fine. Eu não sei pescar. É bom que não sabes pescar, não te quero matar peixinhos, hein?
No
Fishman for the
surprises
win.
here, Miss Moonchanter.
Como é que era o
You're
meu símbolo?
perfectly compatible. You may join.
Fishman.
I'm getting a slight headache.
Shame. You were so close.
Whoa, time itching all over.
Não me lembro.
Allergic
Mas era fazer um
reaction.
F com os dedos.
We can't have that.
F. Isto é um F, né? A parte dentro dos dedos. É
Are
um
you
F.
gonna start a what?
The
Fishman.
Hexen Circle is an organization that
Ainda tenho
cares
cara
for and
doente, yeah.
protects children.
Eu sei que
We
sim.
will not
Eu era para
have
fazer
them
um
do
live stream há 3
dangerous
dias.
things. Not even tests.
E se eu fizesse o live stream eu não ia ligar a câmera, que estava com cara tipo. Hello guys, it's me, vou streamar um bocadinho.
Is something the
Mas sem
matter?
câmera porque estou um bocado fodido.
The
Há 3 dias já
candidates have to be
estava.
human.
Já estava bom, ainda não estava perfeito. Eu acho que agora já estou bom, ainda não estou assim a 100%. Ainda
Everyone except the
ainda sinto
Moonchanter
umas
got
elas,
beaten.
mas já estou fixe para fazer a vida normal. Quero que as minhas férias acabem daqui a
looks
2
like this
dias.
isn't gonna be
Minhas
as
férias
easy
acabam
as we
hoje,
thought.
vou estar de folga amanhã e depois. E depois já vou trabalhar.
Perhaps I could ask for
Eu tenho que estar
volunteers
bom.
among the Frost Moon
Passei as minhas
Scions.
férias a recuperar, nem fui fazer grande jarda.
I'll see about talking to some trusted Lightkeeper colleagues. Eatloa springs to mind. In fact, I think we had some former Frostmoon Scions join our ranks recently.
Can you give me the scientific explanation for how the test works? I can probably make some kind of test bot. Then we can just zip through Nasha Town, going up to people and pressing a button to check their status. Wouldn't...
No.
Oops.
Wow. No elaboration for once.
How about I contact the Knights of Favonia's garrison in the Wave Chaser plane? Shame that Lohan's already left. And that guy's even tougher than I am.
Strange. The moon goddess is clearly revered by many people. So why is she on the brink of disappearing?
She mentioned that the world has rejected her from the very beginning.
And when we fought the Raikir of Solnari, it seemed like she exhausted her power for our sake.
Also, Paimon's not sure revered is the right word for how people feel about her.
Gratitude, certainly. For my part, anyway.
It's basic reciprocity. She helped us, so she deserves our help in return.
Yeah. Even though she looked like she didn't care, she still saved a ton of people, including me.
A review of the relevant data leads me to conclude that Miss Columbina is a good person.
Yep, you bet!
They really think so?
I'm super surprised that Columbina isn't her actual name, though. I think it really suits her. It's light and graceful and... yeah, just a really pretty name.
I know, right?
Unfortunately, that's not our decision to make.
Columbina. That was the code name the Fatui gave me. But it also came up in the song I heard when I was born. What? Is that really all there is to it? What do I truly think of my own name?
Amo comer peixe,
Is
só
there
assim.
anyone left who will still call me
Eu
by
amo ser
that name?
comido. É uma pena que eles sejam tão deliciosos. Sim, eu acho que o sabor... Tens muita mais variedade de peixe do que carne. A verdade é essa. Há muita carne que a gente não come. Tipo... Miau miau! Woo woo! She told pick whichever name took my fancy. Why did I pick Columbina? Maybe because I felt that she never wanted to become Kutar and be worshipped as a god.
Moon Prayer Night is getting closer by the day.
Is
We're
Kutar
running
a
out of
real
time.
name?
We need to look for other candidates.
Then allow me to try.
Huh? What are you doing here?
You contacted your friends via the Adventurers Guild. Sandrone has been keeping an eye out for something like that, so she informed me. Since I have the ability to accommodate a moon marrow, I should prove to be a suitable candidate.
Arlecchino.
When can we begin?
I see. We can begin right away. How was it? Did you feel any discomfort?
Not at all.
Then it seems we shan't need to look for additional candidates after all.
Great! Cool. Alright, like Paimon said, the rest of us can take turns making sure the three of them stay warm and comfy.
Then, my job is to take care of the caretakers. I will ensure everyone receives food and accommodation.
Let's do this, no time to waste.
I'm ready as well.
So we are the three chosen ones, three girls. We need to stay here for 3 days, praying without eating. We're going to miss the festival.
The work is done. The sacred scroll shut. The stars grow dim, the people silent. The white sun sets, the silver moon rises. O path to the temple, appear now before us.
Don't I have a stop?
It really opened!
So that's what all this is about. They've been trying to open this gate.
Come, let us enter.
I don't want to enter.
It might
Wait.
be best to eat something first. Take care to chew properly and swallow slowly. It will give your body time to readjust to the digestion process.
They will head in soon. They will need to enter this gate. Huh? I cannot pass through. Is it because I have no physical body? It has been 3 days. My strength is all but completely faded. Can I really hold on until Moon Prayer Night?
Act 6 started. Okay, I don't want to start the Act 6. Damn, so many achievements. Where the hell is this? Oh, we have a tunnel here. There should be another tunnel. Okay, this is it. What do we have here? Oh, rewards. A wish. That's very useful. Okay, that's it. How the hell do I run with Yahoda? That's the end of the live stream. I hope you have enjoyed it. Don't forget the giveaway with the 16 keys for the new year to 2026. Obrigadãozinho por teres passado aí. Amo falar contigo. So we'll be back to do the second part of the live stream in the next few days. The chapter 6. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching and have an awesome gaming time. Bye bye. Oops.